Everybody loved him. Hundreds of people would be by the courthouse, and he, put up his finger to the government, and that's it. This man is dying, and you still have him in solitary confinement. He was tied, his feet to the bed, and his hands were tied to the bed. People want to question if my father was weak or tough. He had a severe kidney infection. He was sick. He didn't get to see a doctor. By the time he got off the bus, he was covered in blood. If there was ever a time to become a rat or something, it would have been then. No, instead he fought 5 trials. Eli has never had any conversation with my father. You lie about my son? Like, this is how sick they are. I defend my family. I think I do a pretty good job of defending my family. But other people defend my family also. I don't ask them to do it, but they do. Hi, Marla. Hi, Lee.
Hey, Angel.
Hello.
Hey, Lee.
Hi, everybody. How is everyone tonight? Hello there, Colleen, Boston J, Itty Bitty Nita, David, Mary, Dubs. How are you, Dubs? What's Dubs say here? Looks like MRE took down his videos of people he was talking smack about. I don't know why. I just checked his racist channel. They're gone. Well,
Angel, can I say something real quick?
you go right ahead.
Brian G, are you the same Brian G that was talking all that?
No,
crap?
there's a fake Brian G. The
There's a
Brian
fake
G
Brian
that's
G.
here. There's the Brian G that's here has a wrench.
Okay, thank you. Well, because there was a Brian G in Johnny Mac's room saying some really bad stuff.
Yeah, that's not the same Brian G from here. And
Okay.
I was gonna save it, but maybe I'll just address this right now. MRE, if I were you, I would straighten out these filthy, degenerate rumors that Tony Pizza is spreading. Because if you don't, I'm going to start saying things that you're not going to be very happy that I say. So straighten it out. Tell Tony Pizza that he's a degenerate liar and all the things that he's saying are not true. Otherwise, I'm going to start saying things that are true. And I don't think you're going to be happy with that. Okay, let me say hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Let's see. And another thing, you know what? I'm not going into the whole Chicago muscle thing again.
No, please, no Chicago muscle.
Yeah, I'm not saying. Hello, Maureen. Hi, GJ Shark. Hi, Minnie the Moocher. Hi, Steve. Hi, Carol. How are you, Carol? Let's see. Who else is here? William Brooklyn, how are you? Jane, how are you, Jane? Brian G. Okay, let's see. Oh, look who's here. Santini. Santini, if you want to get ahead on YouTube, especially in this genre, don't put down Trump. Otherwise, nobody will go to your channel. Just
Especially
take it from
in this
me.
genre.
And especially in this genre, your stuff is not going to cut it with the people here because they're all Trump supporters. Maybe you could go hang out with the guy from the UK who likes to comment on Trump and our politics, but it won't work here. Okay. Who else is here? Teresa Murphy. Hello, Teresa Murphy. Arlene, how are you? Italian Stallion, how are you? I can't believe he actually thinks that people are going to go and support him while he's bashing Trump. Hi, Stone Sailor. How are you, Stone Sailor? Hi, William Brooklyn. Bucky Palermo. Bucky Palermo, I don't know. I know I thanked you the other night for the Cash App, but I want to thank you again on here. Thank you so much for that Cash App. Bucky Palermo won the contest and he donated that to me for the animals.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yes, it was very sweet. Hello, Chicky. Hello, Freeside.
Oh,
Hi, Gerard.
Chicky's here? I'm leaving.
Okay. Hello, my sweet joy. Hi, sweet angel Marla. I heard that pathetic, delusional excuse of a human lie again about my brother. He really is a sick man, Angel. As God is my witness, I never spoke to Gravano or any family member. Yes, I know that, Joy. He lied again today. I'm going to play that. He lied
Did-
again today.
Did you see my short that I put up on it?
I'm going to show her now. Hello there, Argo. I'm going to show her. I was so mad. I don't watch him, never watched him ever. Today was the first time because somebody called me and told me to go and listen to his new Alan Kaiser story. And I did. And as I was,
Who was this someone that told you that? Was he tall, dark, and handsome? Or
yeah,
short and
I heard
pudgy?
he's a new drug mule.
I got a whole big bag in my closet, Angel.
Yeah.
I've been called a lot of things, but I've never been called a drug mule before.
Yeah. Al, I have to say something. Now, everybody knows what I said the other night about Gunsmoke the Don being a sweetheart. I did that because when my Chanel died, Gunsmoke came in here. It took a lot of nerve for him to come in here and give his condolences. But I did not know, and I respect that and I appreciate that. But I did not know that last night he went and he was bashing my partner Lee Cole.
Get out of here. No
I
one
did
bashes
not
me.
know that he was also bashing my friend Tony Silo. So, Gunsmoke, I'm sorry. I can't. You wouldn't like it if I came into your chat and I was bashing your friend FBS. So, I'm sorry. I can't have you here while you bash my partner, our partner, and my friend Tony Silo.
And Angel, can I say something real quick about that?
You can say whatever you want.
You say I've come to you and I really said that I think that Gunsmoke's an okay guy. I don't know what the hell's wrong with him. He must be like retarded. Excuse me, retarded. Because he'd be the nicest guy on the phone, and I'm like, then I see him sitting up there bashing. I'm like, are you kidding me? You talk to me on the phone, and he's suffering. What is that when you're a hostage? What do they call that again? And you can't escape.
Hostage and you can't escape? A hostage?
Yeah, there's a word. There's a word. Come on, somebody give me that word, please. When you can't escape.
Are you
somebody.
talking about Stockholm syndrome? Is that what you're talking about?
Stockholm syndrome. Yeah. He wants to escape, but he's afraid to escape. He's afraid.
Oh my God.
He has two balls up in his belly. And that's what he has. And Gunsmoke, I hate talking this way about you, but dude, I bent over backwards telling Angel that I thought you were a decent person and that you deserve. And then you're up there bashing people that are trying to be nice to you. And then you got the other guy who was in prison, and the only person that sent the money was when he was in prison was James, and the only people that talked to him on the phone was James and I. Nobody wanted to talk to him, and he's attacking us. You can't win, people. You cannot win.
Okay, Rob Rosso. People are accusing me of saying bad things about him. I never said anything bad about him. I said that I hope that he, because you were saying how everybody was saying, give a time when he'll go back to prison. I said, I hope nothing happens to him instead of going to prison. So, Rob Rosso, keep listening to the trolls because you're heading in a downward spiral. I never said a damn bad thing about you, but whatever. you're good to these people and then they just stab you in the back. I haven't seen one not stab me in the back yet. Now, Casparosa, I was asked about, I don't know, a month ago, not to speak about you. And I stuck to that. But since you want to, every time I turn around, you're talking about me, that's going to stop. I'm going to start talking about you. You have I believe you have an obsession with MRE. That's fine, all well and good. Stop bringing me into it, because every time I turn something on, there you are talking about me. Why are you bringing me up, Casparosa?
Because you broke his heart.
Listen, I'm going to say this for the 100th time. MRE had nothing to do with why we're not friends anymore. It had nothing to do with MRE. He doesn't want to admit it. He will not admit it. So instead, he calls me a liar. Okay? I'm not a liar. Casparosa, I believe for the most part, tells the truth. I do. I believed him that he did not call the feds on MRE because he would not. He would have just told me, yeah, I did. You got a problem with that? No, I believed him. The second I asked him, he said no. I believed him. He accused me of being a liar, that I watched a video that I never watched until last week. How? First of all, you cannot call somebody a liar. You can't call me a liar if I said I didn't watch it, because how the hell do you know if I did or I didn't? I said I didn't. My friend sent it to me and asked me, please look at this. And I said, do I have to? Yes, you do. You have to watch it. And I did. And then I said to Marla, I can't believe what I just watched. Didn't I not say that, Marla?
Yes, more than once.
Why would I lie to Marla? I could tell Marla anything. She's never going to say, she's a liar publicly. But I asked Marla. I said to Marla, I feel so stupid. Now, let me explain something to you, Casparosa, and you other assholes out there. Okay? I interviewed him. I met him. I've spoken to him many, 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 many times. Okay? He did not ever say a damn thing about any racist shit about Jewish people, black people, purple people, anything, ever. Okay? I judged him on the person that he was today, not somebody who he might have been 10 years ago, 4 years ago, 3 years ago. The person that I knew today, that's what I judged him on. Marla said the same thing last night. I guess that's not good enough for people.
Keep going, Angel. Your numbers are going up. Keep talking. Go crazy.
Well, I'm just saying that's what we judged us. Now, why is it that Casparosa can sit and berate me on other people's shows, but how about all the other people who stood with MRE? How about Marla? How about Angela? How about all of us?
How about the 13 people who came on and vouched for him? I mean, where are they at now? Because they had so much to say before. I don't see none of them now. So did they get conned as well? Or did they hold back from us?
Well, those 13 people that came on here you're talking about?
Yeah, that came and vouched. Every last one of them said, I know him, he's not a racist. I know him, he's not a racist. Nothing like that. They all said that. So where are they at now?
They're mad at Angel.
That don't stop them from coming in here when Tony Silo's on here and they come up with their obnoxious comments. It's crickets now. We don't hear shit. Where they go?
Because they're mad at Angel.
Oh, well, whatever. We need some more men in this genre because I'm so sick of these boys.
Yeah, exactly. And Tony Pizza, you're going to force me to bring somebody on here who's going to tell things that you don't want to be told. Leave my fucking daughter alone, you degenerate. Leave my daughter alone because you, not a person on here, can shine my daughter's shoes, especially you. Keep my daughter's name out of your mouth.
He's not gonna. He's an animal. He's not gonna, Angel. He's an
Okay.
animal.
Well, then we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. And MRE, if pizza goes after my daughter, I'm just going to go after you. How's that? I'll go after you instead. Okay. So I'm finished with that. That's my little Angel Boulevard thing.
Okay. Marla, you gonna get epic at all, or you're just gonna sit back?
I'm just gonna sit back. This
Okay.
shit is getting
Okay.
so crazy.
Angel told me to address this. I don't really want to address it because it's so stupid, but I'm a drug mule now.
You're a
I
drug
don't even
mule.
think. I don't even
I'm a
think that
drug
it's
mule.
even a
I'm a
little
drug
funny.
mule, okay? I go
I
down
don't
to the
think it's
Mexican.
funny.
I go down to the Mexican border and pick up tons of stuff and put it in my car and drive around.
Shame on you, Rob Rosso. Shame on you.
No, shame on the people that believe. Okay, shame on the clown doing that wants to do a show about it. The clown that I never talk about. The clown who I'm destroying my numbers compared to him. He's not even in my league anymore. And that clown, okay, that clown, I don't even mention that clown. I don't even talk about that clown. I don't, nothing. But every other show, he just can't shut his fucking mouth. He's just like a big dick.
Okay, you want to explain what did Rob Russell say that people are believing him suddenly? Nobody ever
Nobody,
believed him before, but now suddenly
nobody.
everybody's
The only
believing
people
him.
believe in him are the people that hate us, Angel. That's it. Those are the people that believe. When people hate you, they believe things. They want to believe bad things about people. But there's nothing you can do about it. That's what they want. That's what they do.
Hold on 1 minute.
People will believe a lie and question the truth every time.
Especially when they think it hurts people. The people that do it the most are the ones that are really in trouble. When people's lives are really out of control, they attack people.
How do you, if you delete your channel, how do you get back on?
Oh, you can delete your channel and start it back up.
Yeah, how?
There's a way to do it, but if you do it though, you lose everything you had. You got to start over with. You have nothing.
Oh, really? Okay.
The only thing you get is your subs back, your subscribers.
Okay.
You lose your views. You lose your videos.
You lose your videos?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Oh, all right.
And
Okay.
you lose your chat rooms. I might be wrong about the videos. That's right. You get your videos back, but you lose your numbers with them and you lose your chat rooms with them.
Okay. Okay, because my friend just told me that they deleted their channel and now they changed their mind and now they can't get it back. And yes,
really?
rest in peace. Yes.
Oh, they can get it back. Oh, wait. Maybe they can't get it back if you just.
They can't access it.
Oh, they probably deleted it without. See, there's a special place you can go and delete your channel if you want to come back. There's a way you can do it. People know how to do it. We got some smart people in here. They probably know how to do it.
Yeah. All right. Hold on.
Yeah. Oh, and yeah. So, Angel, I was talking. So today, Sammy Gravano told another story about how Alan Kaiser was killed. He literally told the story again. The story was totally different, and that's when I called Angel and I said, Angel. And Angel didn't even know where Sammy's show was.
I didn't even know how to get there.
Because she goes, and I said, Angel, you gotta record this. He changed the whole story again and how Alan Kaiser was killed. Alan Kaiser was in the house.
Play it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to play it for everybody. Okay. And first of all, he changed his story once again. Karen Gravano, I don't understand how you let your father do these things. I really don't. I don't understand how anybody can let him get up there and say the things that he did. First of all, he also, what did he say? We're going to show the short. Let's show your short, Lee Cole.
Oh, that was about the other murder that he's talking about. He's such an idiot.
So he is admitting that, which I don't know yet. I'm going to see who's in prison because of Gravano, who's still alive, and see how they feel about hearing this. And I'm going to, I think that I'll stop bothering Jim Comey again on Twitter. How they signed off on something like this. Hold on. I got to mute myself. Can everybody see it? Can you see it?
Yeah, we can now.
Okay.
No, that's not it, is it? That's not the short, Angel. Angel.
I'm having a whole conversation and I was muted. I said, Lee Cole, you guys can talk while I find it.
Oh, we didn't hear a word you said.
More
science.
Okay, here it is. Here it is. Let's go.
I just did it, Teresa. I'm sorry. I didn't catch it.
I'm gonna mute right now, okay?
I said, how did TG, with all the guys in the Brown family, the boss, the underboss, all them captains flipped, how does he not get arrested on a murder charge? He said, why would he? I said, somebody had really killed somebody, and they all flipped. He said, Sammy, the guy never cracked an egg. What?
He's right.
He says, he never cracked a. That's why they don't know about a murder, because he never did one. I did one for him, and it was off the record. And I didn't even tell the government. I said, he never cracked an egg. And he walked around like a tough guy all the time. Right? He had that attitude.
From what I heard, yes.
Yeah, he had a terrible attitude, walking around like
he was
a tough
partying.
guy.
He was a partying
freak.
Yeah.
He wound up being a coke freak and everything. Jordan, I said, how did TJ?
Can I explain it, Angel?
Yes, please.
Go right ahead.
Okay, so what he basically said in that, Sammy said that he committed the murder for Anthony Graziano, and anybody that doesn't know who Anthony Graziano is, his daughter Renee Graziano was on Mob Wives. He was like the head mob wife, and so that was her father. So Sammy said the guy was nothing but a cokehead. He was a punk, and he did a killing for him. And then not only did he do a killing for him, he didn't tell the feds about it. So Sammy's actually on tape I'm sorry, on video, saying that he committed a killing and didn't tell the feds about it. I mean, who does that?
Somebody needs to start turning this stuff in. It makes no sense for him to be able to do this, and there are people who are sitting in jail for the most petty of shit. That's unreal. He can acknowledge that on camera, on tape, and nothing. What makes his shit not stink?
Well, here's what it is, Marla. They won't arrest him for a simple reason. If they arrested him, they would have to go back and overturn all his cases.
Most of the people I believe that he testified against are dead, but there might be some still in prison. And I'm sure that those attorneys would love to get their hands on this. Which, if knowing Dominic Correa and Justice Tech Pros, they probably do have it.
I'm sure they do. I mean, but once again, this is a Frankie Pasquale moment, or
how about Matthew Mary?
Yeah, I'm sure Matthew has it. I put it up. Matthew's on my. I put that up on my Twitter. Matthew's on that. I'm sure he's seen it. But it's amazing, though. He knows they won't arrest him. He knows that nothing will happen to him because the government's not going to want to overturn any of those murders. They would have to go through everybody he testified against.
I don't know. Mikey Scars did something the other day where he said, "Oh, if it wasn't for him, Gravano would have been killed in '96." And then he said, "Who knows? Maybe I made a mistake." Yeah, you did. You did. You made a mistake. Okay, so there you have it. There's no statute of limitations on murder. He admitted that he committed a murder and didn't tell the government about it. What have I said since the first day I came onto YouTube? I always said Gravano admitted to 19 murders, but there were more.
Yes, there were more, without a doubt. And we kind of haven't, there's rumors about 3 or 4 of them, at least I can think of. Mm-hmm. But that one was new. That was something that he pulled out of his ass. I was shocked when he did it. I'm like, are you kidding? See, that was behind his paywall, people. See, that's why we couldn't use the video. That's why you only seen the pictures on it. Mm-hmm. Someone sent that to us in front of the paywall. I mean, so we couldn't use the actual video because it was his property.
You know, I'm going to say, like, today was the first time I ever saw that. And I saw that there were, I don't know, 600 and something people on the thing. But meanwhile, his chat wasn't moving. Like, it wasn't moving. So I was confused about that. But I did see some of the people in the chat, like, looking up to this piece of shit. After he gets done, he got caught in another lie about Alan Kaiser. This guy changed his story how many times already? Last time he called Alan Kaiser, he said Alan Kaiser was a drug addict and was looking to commit suicide running towards him. Today he said something about that his daughter reached out to Joy's family. That's not true. That's a lie. Today he said that, well, we're going to play what he said. I'm going to play it. Change the whole story from the last time. How many times can you tell a story and how many times can you keep getting caught in lies?
You're going to play what he said about the murder?
Hold on. Hold on 1 minute. 1 second. Okay. Let me do one thing. Hold on. I'm sorry. I need to do this. Hold on. I sent out invitations today, and people are responding now.
Hey, I don't understand why these trolls even try to get in here. They're being knocked off the minute they say something.
Okay. Okay, so here we have, I'm going to play it right now. Hold on. Nobody call or text, please, while I play this. Okay. Okay. Angela, you don't have a wrench? Okay. I'll fix it as soon as I'm done. Just don't call or text until so I can play this. Here we hold on. Okay. All right, don't call or text until I play this. Here we go.
Louis Moreno got a shotgun that was loaded, and he got in the car. I was laying on the back seat, I had a cast on, and I told Daddy, pull up when this guy's coming out of that house. And I said, Louis, roll your window down and ask for instructions like you're lost. As soon as he comes to the car, I'm gonna shoot him right in the fucking face. And then we're gonna kill him. The guy came out with another kid, young guy. And as soon as Louis lowered the window and said something to him, he must have found out the night before that I was a maid guy and there was a problem.
He still refuses to say Alan's name. Do you ever notice that? He refuses to call this kid by his name, this piece of shit.
He started running. Louis jumped out of the car, threw a shot, he hit him in the back, and the guy was like so fucking sure he just kept running. But the thing is that it was birdshot in the shotgun instead of 00 Buck Magnum. There was birdshot with all them BBs in it because somebody must have been using it on the docks, on the roof to shoot pigeons and bullshit like that. So he got away. The kid ran at Louis. Danny in the car screamed to him, Louis, you're back. Louis turned around, the kid was 3 feet away from him. He blasted him a fucking shot in the chest.
Now that's an out and out lie. And I'm going to show you Alan Kaiser's death certificate. That's a lie. He was not shot in the chest. He was shot running away. He was shot in the back of the head. This guy is so sickening to me.
Went down, put the shotgun to his head, pulled the trigger.
He wasn't shot in the chest, you piece of shit.
We left. Aldo got away. I went to Tato and reported. The next day, it was in the paper. The kid, unfortunately, was 16 years old.
You piece of shit.
I don't know what made him go there and do what he did. Nobody was looking for him. There was no hit on him. He could have ran back in the house. He could have just froze or could have ran in the other direction.
He did.
He did it. I don't blame Louis for doing it.
You piece of shit.
People accuse me of shooting him. I didn't shoot him.
No, right.
I was in the backseat. I couldn't even budge.
Always blame it on the dead people.
I wasn't in position. That's who shot him, and that's what happened. I've explained this story a couple of times, but I want to explain it again.
You explained it a different way this time.
We were sick about it, that the kid is only 16 years old. But remember, I was 16 years old. You didn't want to fuck with me when I was 16. You would have made a big mistake.
Get the fuck out of here.
Do you believe what he just said?
I can't with this mother.
Do you believe it? Oh my God. Why do you let your father go on YouTube?
But,
you a hairdresser.
I'm not putting the kid down. I'm not saying anything like that. We were sick about it. Anyway, I went and see Tato. He took me to Paul Castellano. We went to Jimmy Brown's club in the back where it was safe to talk. And I told him and put it on record what happened. Paul Castellano told me, he said, Sammy, excuse us for a little bit. Go back in the club. I want to talk to Tato alone. Okay. I went back in the club.
Shame on all of you.
And I waited. They were out there another 10, 15 minutes. Tato walked in. He says, come on, let's go. Say goodbye to Paul. I said goodbye to him. We walked down. Tato was laughing a little bit. And I said, what's...
Tato was laughing a little bit. First of all, I don't believe a word this piece of shit, shriveled up white raisin says. But Tato was laughing.
What happened? What did he say? Why he's laughing? He says he thinks you're fucking nuts. Why does he think I'm nuts? He said, Sammy, you went on a fucking hit.
Right, it's so funny. It's so funny that a kid was killed.
If the cops came, you're dead. No, I'm not dead. I would shoot it out. And then maybe I would be dead. But he says he thinks you have balls like an elephant.
Yeah, right.
That juice.
The two kids, one was older. The Aldo guy was in his 20s, whatever. Excuse me. Neither one of them had guns, but you're so tough. You're tough because
he's a pussy with a gun. That's all he ever was. That's all he ever was. Joy, I just have to say, Joy, from the bottom of my heart to the depths of my soul, I am so sorry you have to hear this shit 20, 30 freaking years later. That has got to be the most painful thing. I am so sorry you have to deal with this. This is unreal. I couldn't imagine if this was my brother. He'd be dead. It'd be ashes to ashes, dust to dust, and I'd have, law be damned. You're not going to sit here and do no shit like that. And then this is like torturing the family. This is like ongoing torturing the family. It never ends. I mean, the audacity. This fucker has no self-awareness whatsoever. I am truly sorry, Joy. You should not have to hear this. You shouldn't have to be bothered with it. You should have got justice. And this wasn't justice in any shape, way, or form.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. But see, now you won't even say the kid's name, you piece of shit. Do you even know his name? Do you even know his name?
And just so people know, when he talked about John Doe in his 302, the very first time, Sammy said he killed him.
Exactly.
Okay, that's what Sammy said the very first time he talked to the FBI about this. And then it got changed to Louis Melito. Everybody knows.
Let me ask the question. Okay, here. Let's ask this question. This is I don't understand why nobody figured this one out. Why did he have to go see Tato and Paul Castellano if it was Louis Melito who killed the kid, Alan Kaiser?
Well, what else? What year was he killed again? I'm sorry.
No, let's think about that. He's saying that he had to go and see Tato and Paul Castellano. Well, why did he have to go? Where's Louis Melito in this?
What year was this, Angel?
1970. What was it, Joy? 77?
Well, wasn't Louis Melito higher than him at that time?
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
So if this story, he wants you to believe that Louis Melito is the one who killed Alan Kaiser, why did he have to go to see Tato and then go see Paul Castellano? Why was
why is he giving orders to Louis?
Shit, that's why.
And why is he giving orders to Louis Melito? That makes no sense either. He's like, oh, I told him to shoot him in the face. Louis Melito's the one that got him into the Gambino family in the first place.
Exactly. This was 1977.
Yeah, I believe Louis was higher ranked and higher respected than Sammy at that time.
This is what people. Why isn't anybody asking him that question? Really, you had to go see them? If Louis Melito did it, where's Louis Melito in this picture? He didn't have to go put this on record. You did. Why did you have to? If you didn't kill the kid, you piece of shit.
Yeah, it's true. He didn't say that he went with Louis. He said he had to go. So
Exactly. He's a liar. He does nothing but lie. Now, here is Alan Kaiser's death certificate. Okay? You know what this death certificate says? Hold on, because I can't say. Shotgun wound of head and brain. Homicide. It was a homicide. No kidding. It was the back of his head. Where's the shotgun that he's saying? The shotgun to the chest. Haley Cole.
yes.
He lied. He lied.
No, get out of here.
Times. He lied many times. He said he shot him in the chest and then in the head. That's a lie. He
lies about not being a drug dealer.
He lies about everything.
I hope before he goes, somebody gets a hold of him and just stomps the dog shit out of him. I mean, down to the white meat. I hope they just stomp the dog shit out of him. That's it.
What a piece of shit. Really, a real piece of shit. He won't even say that kid's name. He just keeps calling him the kid, the kid. No, he was a 16-year-old boy, you imbecile, you lowlife.
And how many years was it before Joy and her family found out that Sammy was the killer?
1991.
Okay,
he
so
died
you're
in
talking
77. For
so you're
all
talking
those
14 years.
All those years, they had no idea why on earth that their brother was killed. They had no idea until the FBI came and knocked on their door and told them, Gravano killed your son, and I'm sorry, there's nothing you can do about it. We need him to testify. You know, it's John Gotti.
And you know, it makes me think, what the hell would possess him to talk about that today?
Because he must hear, he knows that he must be watching Mikey Scars, and Mikey Scars has mentioned Alan Kaiser and Joy, because Joy goes into Mikey's chat, and so he knows that Mikey Scars has been discussing this, and that Mikey Scars told Joy that he wanted to do a show about it. So he thinks that he can get up there, lie once again, but still not even say Alan's name.
Well, when you lie so much, it's hard to remember what you lied about the first time.
Yeah, and it's so easy. Gravano always blames the dead guys. It's always people who can't argue that he's a liar, because it's always somebody who died. See his new thing, TG, what's his name? TG Graziano. He's gone. He's dead. He's not here. My father, he could get away with whatever he says because my father's not here. Well, he thinks that.
And what do you think Renee Graziano thinks?
What?
Angel, what do you think Renee Graziano thinks when she sees this man saying that shit about her father?
Well, not for nothing, but I don't know what to tell those Graziano sisters. You're the one who went to Sammy Gravano's art gallery and filmed it. So
did they?
Yes, they did.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
And here he is blasting the hell, saying that the father was a punk and a drug addict.
You regret it now, Graziano sisters?
Yeah, I guess that's what happens when you do anything for a dollar. Lay down with dogs, you wake up with fleas. You shouldn't be surprised when you get bit.
Exactly, you shouldn't. Hold on one sec. Yeah, I am trying to get that, James. Yes. James just texted me something, and he doesn't know that I'm already working on it. So I'm sorry. What did you say, Marla? Yeah, that's right. They listen. They started off. I heard that they didn't want any part of Gravano, and then by the end, they were going to his art gallery. When he was in prison, he did some artwork, and they went there. So, hey,
Yeah, the whole
now look
cast
what
was
he's
there.
doing.
Yeah,
Now
they
look
all
what
did
he's
it.
doing. He's calling your father a coke fiend. I don't know if this man was a coke fiend or not, but imagine.
But worse than that, he said the father was a punk and he wasn't tough at all. And he used to act like
Exactly.
he used to act like he was a tough guy. That makes it even worse, you know?
Hey, whatever. That's your friend's father. Or I don't even know if they're friends anymore. Who knows?
Last time I heard, on what they have reported is, I guess, that they're not on friendly terms because she did. It wasn't really on very long. Was it made in Staten Island? And then she switched it up and called it something else, and they weren't very happy about that. She tried to do a show. I think there might have been one season. I didn't watch it because I just thought, this is for somebody who keeps acting like she wants to get away from that life. Anytime she goes public or anytime she does anything, it has to do with that life. I understand that's her claim to fame, but at the same time, she doesn't want people judging her for what her father did. And she's, I understand that point, but at the same time, she's always like meddling. Like, I couldn't believe when they started out the show, she did it right in a tell-all book. That's what she was going to do. She wrote a tell-all book. And I'm like, why would you do that? Especially in New York. That's why people can't stand the last name Gravano. Tell all. Y'all always talking when you should shut the hell up. You're telling too damn much. I don't get it. I don't get it. Why she does it. Don't make no sense.
Because I'll tell you why. Because they can't handle that their father is known as the king rat. So that is why they try to come out and try to make it that my father was going to throw him under the bus. That's why he became a rat. But that's not true. And the prosecutor at the time, who's a judge, retired judge now, came out and said, no, that's not what happened. You came and told me when I asked you, why did you want to join Team America? Your excuse was because if we beat this case, John's going to convince Frankie to kill me. That's the reason why he became.
And Angel, he says that Graziano wasn't a tough guy, but Graziano went to prison and did his time and never ratted on nobody.
Exactly. And nobody's tough. Only he's tough. Only he's tough.
He's tough, but Graziano does his time.
Exactly.
And amazing. And he did a whole lot of time.
Exactly. Oh, he did?
So
I don't know anything
I'll tell you
about
what,
him.
it's tougher not to flip and rat and go do your sentence in prison. That's a tough guy. Okay, so, and we know, Sammy, you didn't do that. The only reason you went to prison is because you were a drug dealer and you had no choice. You had to go. Otherwise, you would have ratted on somebody else. But you were the king drug dealer at that time.
Can you imagine getting all that time over drugs, but 5 lives you get it's like the equivalent of what? 6 months apiece?
5 lives. You're talking about over 19.
I mean, but he did 5 years. But he did 20 for drugs. You do 20 for drugs and do 5 for 19 murders.
And there were 5.
Do the math on that, because I'm kind of slow. How does that work out? You value each of those lives at what?
He didn't even do the full really 5 years.
It was 5. It was 5 easy years.
But it was
they had him
less
running
than
around from
5
courthouse
years.
to courthouse.
It was less than 5 years.
Oh, please.
And they had him running from courthouse to courthouse. He didn't do 5 years like a guy would do 5 years in prison. He did 5 years as a rat. He was in Woodsack, and they treat those guys like gold.
Yeah, exactly. He didn't sit in a prison, right?
No,
He
no, he
sat
was in
in
Woodsack.
motel rooms,
Yep.
secret locations, to go and testify against. I don't even. How many people did he?
Well,
A
they
lot
say
of.
it was in the
It was
30s, but
38, yeah, but how many
yeah.
trials did he actually appear at? Because a lot of people took pleas.
And I'll tell you one thing, he was a good witness. That's why they used him, because he sat up there and people believed everything he said.
Yeah, well, they got rid of Bruce Cutler for a reason.
Yep.
They didn't want no more of him. They couldn't take him.
No, Gravano couldn't take Bruce Cutler. Please hit that like button, everyone.
73 likes. Let's get it to 100 people.
Yes, please. I lost my like person.
We had to bounce him.
Not like these other shows around here that have 200 people watching and they wind up with 49 likes. Need I say not who, but there's just about all the ones, all the little troll, except, well, there's one that gets a lot, but there's a couple others that don't. It doesn't match their numbers.
Okay, Fish is saying that Sammy wasn't sentenced until after he gave, I guess, after he gave all his testimony, and that he did do 5 years.
He did not.
No, he
do
did 5 years as a witness. Fish, he didn't do 5 hard years. He did 1 hard year.
No, he did less than 5 years. That I know.
Yes, he was running around from court to court. He wasn't sitting in no prison cell doing Supermax or anything. He didn't do Supermax until they busted him on drugs.
Yeah. And Johnny True Love, MRE had 2 black friends come on. 2. And it doesn't matter that his nephew, his niece is married to a black man. They had excuses for that too. So it's a losing battle. They have an excuse for that too. But whatever. I'm not defending him anymore. He can defend himself. Let's see. Oh, Boston J said, Angel, my dear, let them be mad at you. You have some great men behind you. Thank you very much, Boston J.
That's right.
And
Real
Steve,
men.
That's right. And you're right, Steve.
Yes.
He is.
You have a boxer and a drug mule protecting you.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, Sean, he was killing Woodsack. But Woodsack isn't what you guys think it is. Come on. Woodsack, you're in protective custody and they feed you better than anybody else. They want to keep you happy in Woodsack.
Oh, look what Moxie said. Moxie said, I'm elated I have caught a live show. Huge fan of the doxing Gotti. Thank you, Moxie.
The top of her forehead looks familiar.
Hi, Chicky. Oh God, that's
the top of his forehead looks familiar.
Yeah.
Chicky, why don't you come up here? You never come to visit us no more. It's like you're shy.
Yeah, no, they don't come.
He's a snob. Chicky has become a snob ever since
since he got that 70-something thousand views. He doesn't want to be bothered with us.
Well, no,
he doesn't want to be bothered with us little people anymore.
Yeah, no. He'll go, no, it wasn't 70. It's up to 130. No, I was going to say, ever since he got his little convo.
Fish brings up a good point. Who believed Convict Inc. was getting letters from Tommy Karate? I did. I did. What'd you say, Lee? I'm sorry.
No, you could just cut me off. That's it. That's okay.
Did he ever really show the letter? I don't remember him showing the letter. I know Karate's
Angel,
handwriting.
he's not even worth talking about.
Yeah.
we're talking about these other really important people, not some guy that's out of control.
I'm just so surprised at him. I really am. I'm just so surprised.
19 more likes.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Hey, Fish, be a good boy now, okay? No, I wasn't. You know what, Fish? No, I admit it. I wasn't in Witsack because I never ratted. Maybe you know what Witsack's like, Fish, but I don't. So I cannot tell you what Witsack in federal prison looks like. You got me, Fish.
No, I kind of know who Fish is, and he's not a rat.
No, but he becomes a little.
He's like Fish likes to break balls. That's what it is.
Yeah.
He likes to antagonize, and I mean like super duper antagonize. But I know who he is. He's not a rat.
I seen Fish's face.
Angel, we need subs only put on. Carol,
I put it on already.
Oh, you did? Because I was gonna say I don't know how to put it on.
Yeah,
I have no idea how to put it on. Okay. Let's see. Bucky says, Mikey Scars is right. These guys kill people and make their families dig up the body again because they talk shit on their victims. Yeah, that's true. This is true. Okay. Is Chicky coming on? Is Tony Silo coming on? Who's coming on? Who wants to discuss the white shriveled up raisin Gravano?
Oh, I thought you were about to say something about a part of my body when you started saying
oh my gosh.
What?
I was like, what the hell?
Let me tell you something. Lee Cole took selfies in front of the bathroom mirror. I got to see.
I was butt ass naked too.
No, he was not. But Lee Cole did lose a whole crap load of weight. Lee Cole looks.
And today
really
I
good.
went shopping.
How did I get here? Get this.
I called Angel today and said, Angel, I went clothes shopping at Walmart.
And what did I say?
Huh?
Ooh,
you said that Walmart's got some pretty good stuff.
No, I did not.
Well, that's why I buy. She said that's why I buy my girdles.
I did not.
I buy my girdles there, and then I buy my thongs at the mall.
Ooh, we're up to 94. Come on, guys.
Oh, thank you, everybody.
That's 5 more.
Hit that like button, please. Oh, look who's here. Look who's here. Look who's here. Oh, look who changed their profile picture. Hello,
What's
hello,
going
hello.
on?
Hello.
Hello, everybody. How are you?
Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone?
All right. Listen, Marla, I just want to answer your question.
You have to speak up, Tommy.
All right, hang on. Let me turn my volume up.
Yeah.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, Marla, the reason why he got 20 years versus the 5 years, first of all, he was a federal witness. All right. That's why he got the 5 years, no matter what. Okay. Not then when he got caught with the drugs, the state of Arizona caught him and they indicted him before the feds could step in to save his ass, his little skinny rat ass. And that's why he got the 20 years for dealing ecstasy. That's the difference. You understand?
You're exactly right, Tommy. Tommy's right, because what they wanted, they were so nervous about the feds jumping in and grabbing them. Great point, Tommy.
The feds would have gave him another slap on the wrist if they got that.
Yeah. He would have wound up doing 6 or 7 years.
Yeah, because you know what happened, right? They what do you call that?
The state attorney. No, the state attorney's office of Arizona played a big part.
The ATF, is that what it's called? Alcohol.
DEA.
Whatever.
Drug Enforcement. Drug Enforcement Agency.
Yes. So the state of Arizona made a hush hush. They made a secret in the middle of the night meeting with the judge because they would not tell any other agencies because they were afraid. How's this? They were afraid that the FBI here in New York would get wind of it and warn Gravano.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, it would be the Department of Justice, not the FBI in New York.
The Department of Justice did not even know about it.
Right.
That's how hush hush that agency, I think it's the ATF or whatever it was in Arizona.
No, it was a state agency. Not up when you say ATF or DEA, that's federal.
I just said ATF.
ATF is federal too. That's
So
alcohol,
what's the agency that when you're they're investigating drugs?
It was
they had their own.
I thought it was Arizona's drug agency, drug department.
Yeah, what's it called?
I think it's the Narcotics Department of Arizona, I believe.
The ones that started that case, the ones that started the case on him was the state police started the case, and then they arrested somebody who started singing, and then what they did is they pushed it up to the
Attorney General.
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying when they first went to investigate him, they would not tell certain agencies. It was a hush thing.
Right, because they wanted to charge him and get him under a state indictment so that the feds can't grab him and save his little skinny rat motherfucking ass.
Right.
Sorry for the swearing, but that's just what he is.
So, because I read the whole article and they said that they even got the judge there under a false pretense. To even get the judge there, it was like in the middle of the night to get a warrant to put the bugs in his business and on his phones and in that restaurant that his wife owned.
Him and his wife owned.
Yes. Yeah. And I'll never forget, he did an interview too with a newspaper in Arizona, and he was so pissed off that there was a rat that was going to testify against him. He was so mad.
Didn't he want them to pull the interview?
Yes, that's right. You're right. I was just going to say that.
Absolutely.
And then he called the guy, the reporter from prison, and told him he didn't want it published. And the guy was like, "Yeah, all right," and he did it. He published it anyway. And
that one that testified against him, I think his name was Papa.
He
wound up getting a nice little. He got a Sammy deal for testifying against Sammy.
Now that's karma, a little bit.
Yeah,
he needed a lot more.
Funny when Papa was. They said Papa couldn't sing quick enough when they busted him. He was singing in the squad car.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was singing. He was like Frankie Pasqua. When you see that video where Frankie Pasqua turns around to the cop and goes, "Oh, I can give you some info," and I'm like, and he did that like right in the camera.
Oh my God!
Big bad tough Frankie Pasqua, big prison fighter. The minute he got pulled over by the cops, he started singing right there, outside the cop. He wasn't even in the cop car yet.
That I remember. Who had that video up? I forgot. But yeah, I remember he's on the video cam. He's already making deals. The guy is like, the cop is the state. What was it? The state troopers looking at him like, what?
Yeah.
I'm the wrong guy. You got to talk to the people in the office.
And look at him now. He's sitting in prison for beating his son.
What a disgrace that is, too, huh?
Yeah.
But these are people that our government made deals with.
Yep. And not only did he strangled his son.
He tried to tap him out, choke him out.
He kidnapped his wife and stuffed her in a trunk.
Oh, he's a real nice
what?
guy.
Who? What? Who? Wait.
Frankie Pasqua threw his wife in a trunk. Is that right, Lee?
Yes, he threw
Are
her in
you
the
Yes.
trunk.
kidding me? When?
No.
This
That was the
last
first
time?
time he was arrested. No,
You're
no,
going
the
back
last
to the
time
first time he was arrested.
Yeah, you could say what you want about Frankie Pasqua, but one thing I do know, Frankie Pasqua was very feared in prison. He was a brawler because him and that Chris Codman.
Big deal.
What's that?
He was in a woodstack.
Hold on,
He was in a woodstack.
Tommy,
He was in a.
Tommy, let me
No,
say something.
Tommy, he did real time first.
He did real
Oh.
time. Let me tell the story, please.
He did real time as well.
Chris Cognata. You know who Chris
Wait,
was, right?
Lee.
Angel?
I'm only kidding you. Lee.
No problem.
I
Angel?
know Chris Cognata. He's deceased.
Okay, Chris is deceased. Okay, but I did a video on him, but I was reading about him and Frankie had a brawl that lasted like 25 minutes, and the guards wouldn't break it up in the prison yard. And it was a vicious brawl. And when I read about it, it was like, but can you imagine the guards let them go at it? They were waiting for these two to fight, and they let them go at it, and they just let the fight. They didn't even try to break it up.
And who won?
They weren't getting in the middle of that. I heard
It was a
Cognata.
draw. It was a draw. It was really good fight though, and but you know, Cognata hated
Cognata
him.
was a tough guy, man.
And he hated Gene at that time too.
Yep.
And they were threatening Cognata. That's why the fight started. Gene was in prison with Frankie Pasqua, and they were threatening Cognata because Gene was so scared of him. So he had Frankie do his dirty work. And that's when Cognata went out into the yard and fought him.
I don't even remember Chris Cognata going to prison. I don't remember that.
Yeah, he did. Yep, he sure did.
What did he go to prison for? Do you know?
I think he was firing a gun or something. Yeah, they got him on some. He wound up doing 5 years, but as you know, in the end, he got killed by somebody that was hiding in the closet and afraid daylights of him. So you know, it's like out of all the mob stories I've ever done, that was my favorite.
Was them two fighting in the yard?
Oh, him? No, Chris Cognata.
Wow.
Yeah, because he was really. Your daughter knew him, right?
Yeah, my son too. My daughter.
And you said your daughter didn't like him in the beginning, but when she got to know him, she liked him.
Yeah.
You know, but he didn't take no BS. He wasn't afraid of the Bananos. Nobody. He was a one-man army.
Well, that's what Gene says, Lee.
No, Angel. That's facts. Stuff I read about. I read stuff on him. I didn't rely on Gene for stories on him. Gene was scared daylights of him. He wanted to. He wanted to beat the daylights out of him.
Cognata was put away for, I believe it says manslaughter on Joseph Amatuccio.
No, Joey Amatuccio is in prison now for manslaughter for defending himself.
The other way?
Yeah, it's Joey Amatuccio is in prison now. Is he out? I don't even know. I haven't even. Let me
He's
tell
the
you
one
something.
that shot Chris,
Yes,
right?
in self-defense. But
he got real.
They got it backwards on here. They got it the
no.
reverse way. You can't even trust this.
Yeah, no. Joey Amatuccio, his father was a really, really nice man who worked in the World Trade Center on 9/11. He got out, and when he got outside, he called his wife and he said, "I'm fine, I'm good." You know, she was going crazy. And he said, "But Deb, there's people stuck up there. I have to go back in." And she was yelling at him, "No, don't." He ran back in and he died. They never heard from him again. So the father is a hero. And the son, I was told that the son was defending himself, but I guess, you know, today it doesn't matter. He went to prison for it. So
he was defending himself. He went into Chris came in to collect some money that he owed him, and he went into a closet. He was hiding in the closet. He was so scared, and he had a gun on him. And he did what he thought was right. Chris would have beaten the daylights out of him. He knew that.
Yeah,
Chris
he's in prison.
But Chris was in his house. Only in New York. If that
I
was
was
in
about to say,
Texas,
was this in New York? Because that's the only way that
yeah,
would have. Oh
yeah.
well,
In Texas, they wouldn't even have
wouldn't
written
have
a
blinked
ticket.
an eye. Joy, I wanted to put Joy's comment up. She's getting ready to go.
Angel Marla Lee in chat. Thank you for keeping my brother's memory alive. It's much appreciated. I'm just totally lost for words. It hurts. Have a good night. Much love. I will speak to you
Oh,
later, Joy, and
we
you know
love
we
you,
love
Joy.
you.
Yes.
Take care, Joy.
That's such a shame.
Yeah.
I didn't even play the rest of it because I don't want to upset her.
Yeah. What?
He must be watching Mikey Scars. Go ahead, Tommy.
Yeah. There was no sense in playing it. While she was here, the whole thing. And you're right, Tony. Mikey Scars is filleting him.
He's also getting inside his head to the point where, you know what? At his age and the way his mind is working, he may say something even stupider than he's already saying.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt that one bit.
I mean, he's a
Well, I
loose
don't know if you
cannon
could
as it
get.
is.
Yeah, I don't know if you could get any more stupid than what he's been doing. What he did today, especially. That is such a damn
Oh,
shame.
that
How
was
you
today?
could yeah.
Yes.
You know what bothers me is like, okay, look, you killed this kid. Okay? You killed him, a 16-year-old boy. Why can't you, number one, say his name and then get on here and apologize to his family? Why is that so hard for this piece of shit to do? Like,
That means he
why?
would have to. He doesn't want to humanize him. Once you humanize him, the guilt breaks him. Then
But that makes him look like a
Exactly.
bigger piece of shit than he already is.
Well,
But
that
Lee,
would make him.
wouldn't that change what's already in his paperwork with the FBI?
No, because they already told him. They already told the FBI.
not
I
about that
understand
one.
that, but he didn't say he shot him from behind, Tommy.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter. They're going to protect his ass. They made the deal. They would look like they got slime on their face. And Sammy
That's
won't
right.
admit it, Angel, because his YouTube channel will away. People will not tolerate with that as much as they
Well, his numbers
revoted.
and money are way down. Compared to last year, he's making half as much money as he was last year.
Yeah, and if he admitted that or said he was sorry or whatever, mentioned the boy's name, and I shouldn't say the boy's name, mentioned Alan Kaiser's name, then the YouTube channel would dry up. I would bet money on it.
Well, guys, listen, I gotta leave because I'm quite tired.
Oh, you're kidding me.
No, I'm really tired. I was driving in my car without air conditioning, 100 degrees today. Uh, I drove like 30 miles each way.
It was
Oh,
hot today too.
Yeah, I love the heat, but I don't love it that hot.
Lee,
It was so humid today.
Hey,
It
Lee.
was a nightmare.
Yeah.
James said he sent me an email, but I never got an email from him. Lee.
Oh, yeah. He told me he sent you one too. Yeah, he told me that this.
Yeah, but I
told me
never
one-
got it. I never got it unless he sent it to the wrong place.
Itty bitty Nita, you're absolutely right. He did admit it in one way or some kind of fashion, and the feds won't do anything about it. You're 100% correct.
That's what I said.
I'm
Hey,
mentoring
Wise
her.
Guy TV. I'm sorry, guys. Wise Guy TV. Angel, you should read his remark.
Yeah. Could you find it? Because I'm like,
Okay, he says,
now
yeah.
fine.
Okay, he says, yeah, Angel, the Phoenix PD, Jim Cope, and Ron Starrett met with the DEA and Customs because they knew they couldn't take the NCIC, National Crime Information Center, which is linked to the FBI. See, Wise Guy knows all this stuff because he does real thorough videos, and he researches the names and everything. Good
Yeah.
stuff, Wise Guy. Thank you.
So wait, could you put that back up, Marla? Angel, the Phoenix PD, Jim Cope met with the DEA. See, DEA and Customs because they knew they couldn't take it to the National Crime Information Center, which is linked to the FBI. Exactly, I said that.
So they were more
But you
afraid
were,
of the feds than the DEA.
No,
100%.
I said
Yeah.
that they did not
oh,
want
yeah,
the FBI to know because the FBI, to save
That's what I
face,
just
would
said.
have
I said
warned
that they,
him.
Angel,
we're all
you got to
saying the same
listen.
thing. But Angel, you're right. You're 100% right when you said. And at that time, the DEA and the FBI, they didn't get along with each other. You know, it was like, you know, who's going to have the shinier badge?
Hmm.
Either way, it's just disgusting.
Listen, guys, you all have a good night.
Have a good night, Lee.
Have a nice night, Lee.
Lee,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
I
Is there
Really?
appreciate
anything
it.
else you want to talk about?
No, I just want to tell everybody that I spend a good majority of my day kissing Angel Gotti's ass.
Okay,
Okay.
no, that's better
Uh,
than getting your air
he
conditioning
does
fixed.
not. He does not. He does not. He
Yes.
uh he spends a lot of his day yelling at me.
Huh?
Well, he just yelled at me. He's in a bad mood today. I can
No,
tell.
actually, today he didn't yell at me at all.
Ooh, what's wrong with you, Lee?
Today was a good day.
Well,
Lee Cole did
her,
not
her
yell
and
at me.
our relationship's changed since I sent her the new pics of me.
You what?
You're so nasty. You're so nasty. I swear.
I'm telling you, Lee Cole looks good. He lost 100 pounds. He looks amazing. He really does.
I
His
never
clothes
thought I
too
would, Angel. I
big.
never thought I would stand in the mirror and do a side profile shot.
Yes.
That's when it feels good because I don't see that big gut hanging out.
Yes, exactly.
So
And
how much in total weight, Lee?
100.
100, officially 100 pounds.
Congratulations.
How much more are you going for?
About 40 to 50. And
Now,
like
what do
today,
you
I
do
did
once you get
You know
there?
what? You're going to
What are you
lose
going to do?
more. You're going to lose
maintain.
more. He's going to lose
No.
more because he's not going to go off this diet. Because Lee
No.
Cole, once you start eating carbs again, it's going to come right back on fast.
Well, that's what I'm
Yeah,
asking him. What do you plan on, to do to maintain when you get to where your goal is?
I'm
Change your
gonna eat.
diet?
I'm gonna continue eating the way I am, but cut down so much on the protein and stick more with salads and stuff like that. Because you can't stay on this diet for more than a year.
Yeah.
Fucking wreck your body.
Yes.
No,
But Lee
you'll
Cole,
be shriveled up.
but Lee
You want
Cole,
to know
you
how
could
you?
be eating salads right now. Why aren't you eating
No,
salads?
I would love to, but I can't eat tomatoes because
You
tomatoes
don't
have a lot
need
of
to
carbs.
eat tomatoes. You eat
Yes.
romaine lettuce. There's hardly any carbs in that.
Angel, stop telling me what to do, damn it.
Well, you tell
Exercise,
me
Lee.
what to do. Oh, by the
Oh
way,
yeah. Oh
by the
yeah.
way, by
I'm
Who's
the
listening.
older?
way.
Who's older? You, Angel or Lee?
Well, Angel looks older, but I'm older.
Listen, by the way, that the interview that Marla and I did with Tommy will be up tomorrow. It was a ton of work for Jerry, a ton of work.
Oh, I could just imagine.
It was he said from now on, do not go over 1 hour ever again. So
I ruined everything for everybody.
you didn't you didn't ruin it, but no, he said absolutely do not go over 1 hour ever again. And
These are all learning curves.
yeah, they're learning curves. Exactly. But
Lee,
he
do
did a
you,
really nice job.
Mark says, Lee, do you have 50 pounds of loose skin? Actually, no, Mark. I'm lucky I don't. I have some loose skin, but not like a lot of people would have, believe it or not.
Mhm.
My belly went from a large keg to a small keg.
Yeah, he actually does look good. I have to say, he does. He sent me 2 or 3 pictures of himself, and he does look really good.
Bucky Plurmo, Lee's attitude has changed since he got Jenny Sachs' 90-pound mole removed.
I can't. Here, this is a good point. Right here, Johnny Echoes. Vicarina is locked up and looking for compassionate release, and Gravano testified against him. Someone needs to get that to his lawyers. I agree, but I have a funny feeling probably Justice Tech Pros is on it.
Well, Vicarino's lawyer, who is he?
Isn't it Matthew Mary right now?
That's what I thought.
I
I
thought
know
that's what.
Matthew Mary. Well, I put that up and I put that up in my on my channel and my Twitter, so he has to have it. Well, good night, people. Have a nice one.
All right, Lee Cole. I'll talk to
Have a
you.
good
Good night,
night,
Lee.
Lee.
Have a nice
Take
night.
care.
Okay. Now Lee's gone. We can talk and tell the truth about him.
Okay.
Now
Hey, looks good. He does look good.
he does.
Yeah, he looks good from the shoulders up. I'd like to see the rest of it.
He really does look good. He said he's gonna come on and do a head to toe on this show.
Yeah, he said when he loses up 100 pounds. Where is it? Don't
Yeah.
stick up for him, Angel. That's what he said.
I'm not. Yeah. Well. Oh, that's right. He did say 100 pounds.
Yeah.
Wait. I'm looking.
Well,
Wait.
you know, maybe he needs to buy all new clothes and he don't want to show it. You know, which I understand. What's all that snapping?
That's Tony Silo playing with a can or something.
I'm not doing nothing over here.
And I want to say this too to Anthony Ruggiano.
Oh, that jerk off.
I hope that Gravano screws you over the most out of everybody he's screwing over right now. I hope he gives it to you the worst, because you should be ashamed of yourself for ever breaking bread with that piece of shit. And I'm sure your father's rolling in his grave. You should be ashamed of yourself.
But what can they possibly even do together? They never knew each other.
From what I understand, people who did get into business with him right now, are not doing it anymore because he's screwing them over.
Well, because he wants to be the star and the leader, and the people he's starting to do deals with have more of a personality and a persona than he does. You just look at him and you want to puke. I mean, his numbers are way, way down.
Yeah, I heard. I don't know. I couldn't even find him today. Lee Cole had to tell me where to find him. I've never once watched anything of his. Never. Today was the first time that, and it killed me. He had to tell me the exact spot where it was at, because otherwise I couldn't have listened to that whole thing. I don't even know what he was talking about. He told me the spot to go in to listen to the Alan Kaiser part, and that's what I listened to. And his kids, really, you should have your heads examined and let your father get up there and talk that shit.
Well, I think Gerard runs most of the show out there. I don't know what she has to do with it. He does all the producing and directing with the other gentlemen they got out there and the two young girls. I haven't seen Karen Gravano around at all when they show the backstages on the shorts on here.
I don't know, but according to Lee Cole and James Proctor today, a few people are on the outs with him. Kate Goody, thank you so much, Kate Goody. Thank you.
Well, he thought he had a deal with the other guy out in California, Francis. That ain't working out as well as he thought. I mean, you know, he thought he was going to have a deal someday, sooner or later, with Scars. That don't look like it's ever going to happen. Mm-hmm. He really believed in his head that was the deal for him, because he thought he had somebody to back him up on everything, and it reversed on him. And I don't know what's going on with him and Sakali. I think it's not going the way he thought.
I have a feeling it's not.
So stay tuned, because Sakali really doesn't need him at this point to go any bigger than what he wants to do. But they're both rats.
Wait 1 second. What's going on with Boston J? Tony Silo, get me in touch with Angel. I come around and get attacked. This is why.
By who?
This is why I bounce. Why is Boston J getting? Boston J, you have a wrench. So who's
Boston
attacking
J,
you?
who's attacking you, buddy?
No, he's not here, so I guess you
I
can't.
think he might have been fussing with somebody earlier. I couldn't keep up with the chat.
Okay. Well. Oh, look who's here. Hi, stand-up guy. Rotten hell, Gravano. Never liked you either. Garbage. I agree. I agree. I'm confused. Oh no. Susie. Jane, you have issues with Boston J?
Can somebody tell us something?
I happen to really like Boston J.
So do I.
I don't
Boston
know,
J
yeah, I
is a
don't know
good
what's
guy. I
going
get
on.
along with him.
I don't know why anybody's arguing with Boston J.
She said no, I didn't, Angel.
Oh, okay. A stand-up guy says God is taking care of him every night. Don't worry. From your lips to Satan's
God.
ears.
She said she doesn't know Boston J.
Oh, okay. So what is he talking about?
I don't know. Let me try and find out.
All right. Let's see what else. Let's see. Italian Stallion says, Angel, I want you to know that every time Gravano puts anything on Facebook or YouTube, I go in his chat and write John Gotti Sr. forever. The real gangsta. Thank you, Italian Stallion.
Good, you're a good man. You're a good man. Thanks, Dave.
Susie, Boston J, she was here. I don't see her now. Oh, okay.
I'm going to mute myself for 1 minute.
Go right ahead. That's right, because I'm the president.
Oh my!
I love when you say that. I'm
Yeah.
the president. Yeah,
That's
I'm
the ticket.
president.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's
That's right.
Because
That's
I'm
right, fish face.
Because I'm the president. Yes, he did. Yes, he did kill Louis Melito, stand-up guy. He certainly did.
Yeah, because he didn't want the truth to come out.
Yeah. And that was a secret about Alan Kaiser. Nobody knew that. So he's full of shit. And Mikey Scars is destroying him. Good, and all power to him. Good. And that bothers people when I say that too, but I don't care because I'm the president.
That's it. That's right.
That's right.
Can we do reaction videos on here?
What is a reaction video?
Do you know how, like, when people play videos and then they stop and talk about the video, like what's going on? Is that real hard to do?
What?
You know, like reaction videos where you watch a video and you give your take on it.
A live show.
We do it all the time.
No, I'm talking about like some funny stuff. I saw some funny videos today.
You want to watch some funny videos today?
No, I saw some funny videos today. They were videos, and it's on Facebook, but I don't know how we would even get it on here, but it's on Facebook. But it's a bunch of videos of what happens to people, like when they buck up to the police. It's so funny because you have people who get real hard until they say, okay, ma'am, you're going to jail. Then they start crying. They become sickly. They become become Google lawyers. They're like, you can't do this. That's not constitutional right. You're not even with NASA. Like, who the hell is NASA? What do they got to do with your arrest?
How about when they say I'm a sovereign citizen? I don't have to abide by the laws.
Yeah, somebody tried to say that they do natural law or something like that. So they got pulled over for not having a license. And she's like, I don't have to have a license. That's just for commercial vehicles. And he's like, ma'am, this is Florida. Yes, you do. It's state law. State law is not a federal law. I don't have to abide. I mean, she was literally trying to argue a police officer down and tell him that she didn't. And then when she's in handcuffs, so then like especially with the females, they'll be like, it hurts. It's like, bitch, it's not a Tiffany bracelet, it's handcuffs. You're going to jail. Like, why do y'all do this? Y'all make women nationwide look bad. Can't you just go to jail with your head held high or just shut up? Because then the drunk ones are really funny. They want to sit there and they're sitting there trying to have logical conversations with the police. Meanwhile, police can smell it, knows that they're drunk, and they're trying their hardest to play it off. And it's just like, damn, that's what you look like when you're that drunk?
Oh my God. I'm telling you, I would never, ever want to be arrested because I could never sit with my hands handcuffed in back of me.
This one girl threatened to call the sheriff. Meanwhile, the sheriff was there. He was the one that was she goes, I want to speak to your supervisor. And he was like, I am the supervisor. I'm the sheriff. And she was like, no, you're not. I don't believe you. He goes, it's right there on my tag, man. It's hilarious.
Oh my God. Are you kidding?
Think you've heard it all, Angel. I promise you. The excuses they come up with, the shit they try. It's just like, man, go to jail already. Damn.
Marla, that used to be on Cops all the time. You know the program Cops?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Is that show still on?
It's on Fox Nation.
It's not on regular TV anymore?
No, they took it off TV. I guess it was too racist, I guess.
Are you
that's
kidding?
another
Why
thing.
is it?
Yeah,
Wait,
that's
one
another thing they
second.
do.
Why
Well,
is it
you know,
racist?
Because 80% of the people that are stopped are black.
I never saw that. I saw white people with no
I
teeth
didn't
in their
either,
mouth.
but even if it was 5%, they would still say it's racist. It's the woke people, the woke jokes.
They believe everything is racist. You see the show, Tommy. You got black, you got white on there. It's just that they want. Come on, man. I've seen a lot of white people on that show too. If you deserve to be locked up, you deserve to be locked up.
Exactly. When I used to watch that stuff, it was mostly white people, and they didn't even have teeth in their mouth. They were all drunk. They didn't have shoes. I didn't see one woman
It's
who
the
owned
truth.
a bra.
You
They
should
basically
see them
they
now,
work at
Angel. It's
Dojo.
hilarious.
They
Oh,
stunk.
No, it's the truth. There's that other show too, Tommy. Did you ever see it? Jail
Jail? No.
or Locked Up? Well, one of them shows is on one of them cable channels. Crazy.
No, but I used to love to watch court TV when they go there and argue with the judge.
Oh, that was hilarious.
The thing is especially with the younger generation, when you like see even people from my generation, I'm like, damn, y'all, I don't even want to be a part of y'all. Because like most of the time it only escalates because they want to pull out their camera and I'm going to record this. I'm scared of you. I want to record. And this one girl literally refused to roll her window down. I shit you not, Angel. You have to see it. She refused to roll her window down. She wouldn't even gap it so that she could put stuff through the slot. She refused and called her dad. And he said, man, I can legally break your window if you don't comply. What are you arresting me for? Meanwhile, every time he's trying to explain, she's talking over him. So finally he gets mad and breaks her window and takes her to jail. She was like, you have no right to touch me. You can't touch me. You're violating my civil rights. I called my dad. He's on his way. He goes, officer goes, that's good because he can see you go to jail because that's where you're headed tonight.
Was she drunk?
No, she was just like some little teeny bopper. And she's like, wait a minute, I want my phone. I want my purse. And I'm like, where the hell do you think you're going? You're going to jail, asshole.
But wait a second. Why did he pull her over? What was she going to jail for?
She was speeding. And then she blew through a stop sign, which is obviously going to catch their... okay. If you roll and stop, maybe you'd have had a fighting chance. But a lot of this doesn't even have to escalate to where it goes if they would just shut up and comply. I don't understand why they want to record everything, why they want to talk back. Just listen to what the man has to say. Ask your questions after the fact. And if you have a problem with it, take it to the judge.
Yeah,
I don't understand why they do this.
But because Marla,
I always tell my kids, I always told my son, resisting arrest gets you nowhere but trouble.
Exactly. And I was going to say, as the father of a 27-year-old, some of the friends that they have today with these amendments that they're carrying around and walking around with and videotape and everything is only going to make more trouble for you. If you did something wrong, take it like a man on the chin. You get locked up, you get out, and we'll figure it out from there. But the more they talk back to the police, you're either going to end up with more bullshit fighting, or you're going to end up someday with no policing going on at all because they don't want to put up with the bullshit no more, and it'll be a pure dangerous world.
It's almost happening now.
Tommy, up in Orlando is horrible. You got to see it on the local news. They don't respect the police up there at all.
You think I don't know that?
No, I'm saying you got to see it up there. It's horrible up there.
I know that. I live right there. I
Right.
don't. And you're right. The cops aren't going to put up with it. They're going to just, and they are standing down. There's not enough of them, and
Look,
lawless politicians will create lawless people.
exactly. Now, you could talk about a lot of things in life that there's good and bad in everything. The officer who did what he did to George Floyd was horrible and should have been punished immediately, okay? But look at what that caused because they were frustrated over the pandemic and everybody being in the house. That was in the heart of the pandemic when everybody was supposed to be inside. That broke everything apart at that time. And when you change a ton of laws over one isolated incident, you're going to get a new world. And it's exactly what we got.
That's a shame, really.
I don't understand why they need to record when the officers wear it on them. I know that it can always default, but at the same time, every time they record, they're talking over everybody. They're giving. It's like when they start recording, they're giving the audience or they're giving everybody their perspective. They're not telling what's going on. They're telling everything from their perspective. They don't tell why they get caught, and when they do, it's like a big shift. By the time they start recording, it's like this.
Well, I tell you. I'll give you the answer, Marla. You're not going to get the cops' tapes for free on YouTube. You're going to get their tapes on YouTube and make the cop look like a clown. You see, the cops' tape stays in evidence rooms, and when they need it, they break it back out. But you're going to see the wise ass videotape us in the offices. I mean, there's a whole channel somewhere on YouTube that shows people going around taping cops.
Oh yeah, they had one of those too. That one of those people who like start up like they're being antagonistic, but they're technically not breaking the law.
Oops, what happened?
But they're like going into like the DMV and they're recording everybody. And because there's technically no law against that, they're sitting there doing that. And this guy damn near got his ass kicked. And he was like, and he's sitting there trying to educate people on their rights. And it's just like, dude, you're being obnoxious and you're doing it on purpose. One guy threatened to whoop his ass. And then they finally called the police there. And he's like, you have no right. He starts speaking about all these laws and case laws. And it's just like, are you serious? Like, we got more important things than for you to be tying up our law enforcement with this dumb shit. Just put him in jail for like disturbing the peace. I don't care. You're being obnoxious. I think that should be a charge that you should be able to get these people on because they're being
exactly. But what they're gonna what they're gonna do is they're gonna force the legislature to write new laws, and they're gonna take more time away from them from the important shit, doing all this stuff. You know, you're damned if you do if you're a cop, and you're damned if you don't. Are some abusive? There is some abuse out there, but predominantly I would say there's more good cops than bad. I'm not talking about FBI agents. They suck. I'm talking about police officers. But you also don't resist and don't give them a reason to get physical with you. They're all wearing body cameras now. They all have to answer to somebody eventually. You know, I don't know of any state that doesn't have a body camera, to be honest with you.
I thought they all had to wear it.
Yeah, but a lot of times they say it wasn't on, it didn't work, or something.
Yeah, small departments in the country, they don't even.
All I say is,
small
nothing
departments.
good comes from resisting arrest. Nothing. Nothing.
You're absolutely right. You're right.
Can you guys hear me?
I hear you.
Okay. In small departments in the United States, they don't have the resources to buy body cams. It's been proven. Now, you know, they don't have it, and it's not like everybody, all cops wear them. They don't.
Well, they
But
should be. They should be.
well, I agree with you. They should, but it is what it is. And with this defund the police and the money they took away from the police departments, that's what's creating a lot of this chaos in the streets. Plus, plus, you got prosecutors. They go in and bum rush a friggin' store, rob $100,000 worth of maybe 50 people, rob $100,000 worth of merchandise, and they're out on the street the next day.
Yeah, I think that the mayor now of New York is starting to realize that he needs to do something because these businesses are just going to leave. Why
That's
should they
exactly
stay? Why should they stay in a city where people come in, rob them, and then they're out in 1 hour with no bail? That's such
right.
bullshit. But let me
There's
read this a
Exactly.
minute. Let me just read this. Rob posted a simple letter. No attacks were made. Then all of you decided to go after him. Of course, he will fight back. Get mad at the fraud that won't show proof. Don't shoot the messenger. First of all, nobody attacked Rob, so I don't know what you're talking about. Rob came out and attacked people on this show. He came out and attacked. He also lied that Lee Cole was a mole or what did he say?
Mule.
A
Drug
mule. That Lee Cole wanted him to be a mule. Now, let me tell you something. I was on the phone with Lee all day and night that day. And that is absolutely not true because Rob wanted to meet with Lee and Lee wouldn't do it because Lee was afraid because he knew that Rob was high and he said, if I meet him and he's got drugs on him, I'm going to get arrested also. So
Exactly.
Lee was really afraid to even meet with him because he said he was afraid he would get caught up in that whole thing and he would have gotten arrested. So that's not true. And I'm just like so sad that Rob is following what these trolls are telling him to say. They've thrown him money, so he's reading what they're writing. It's not right. It's not right. Especially since the people here, we all supported Rob.
Yes,
Especially
we did.
me. Especially me. And I caught shit for it too.
Look, Angel, we spoke to him that night for over an hour. And I thought we had something going with him, but
oh, that's right. I forgot. That's right. You did.
He had a plan, and I got multiple text messages trying to get him, and then he would text at such odd hours. I do sleep as well sometimes, guys. So, but it's very strange how the calls and the texts were coming in at odd hours on return. I understand we're 2 hours apart in time. I answer them immediately. As soon as I hear it ring from the other room, I get up because I'm not going to leave it in the bedroom to wake Jen up every night. But at the end of the day, he didn't want to speak to those people. He didn't want to do anything. I mean, there was even a way we were going to try and get him where he could make enough money for himself and get help. And there was no return. No return.
No good deed goes unpunished. That's why you got to know who you're helping. You just can't go out. I'm not talking about you specifically, Tony, but people need to learn. You just can't go out and help strangers and get in deep, in depth trying to help them because you don't know what's going to happen. And that just came to bite you in the ass, Tony. Now you can't. Sometimes people just don't want help. No.
Agreed. But, why is Lee catching flack then? Okay. And I'll say it very honestly. When Lee was in that position that night, he didn't know what the hell to expect if he was to meet him.
Yeah, Lee is catching flack because this guy has you know what a user does. They blame everybody for their problems.
But themselves.
That's exactly right. He did the right thing. I wouldn't want him coming to my house. Who knows what he's got in his car and blah, blah, blah. Lee's a felon.
Itty bitty knitter. I will show
itty bitty. How did that? Oh, Molly, you got the comments? Good.
She asked me to put up her comments.
Yeah, no, that's good. I just want to read. James said, "What do you think about Hector?" That's Renee's ex-husband, and because of him, but forget about even being a rat. Because of him, an innocent man got killed during a jewelry a robbery. Right? He kills the guy. And because he became a rat, gets away with it, and the other two men he was with went to prison. Could you imagine that?
They got like over 20 years for that too. He got 11, and I think they got upwards.
And he's the one who killed them, though. Yes, right?
Yeah, and he was the one that pulled the trigger because that was featured on the episode because it was Big Angie's cousin or something. It was somebody related to Big Angie. That's why her and Renee got into it because they didn't. I guess whenever he flipped, they showed that on the show. Renee had a big meltdown, and then it turned out one of the people he snitched on was Big Angie's cousin. He got 11 years. Her cousin, I know it was over 20. I don't want to say but it was well into the 20s. And it was like, are you kidding me? He's getting more time than the person that actually pulled the trigger. What sense does that make? Who the hell are these judges? Where did they get their law degree? Did they just order this shit off of Sears? Like, I don't understand. This is ridiculous. That's like a slap on the hand.
Okay, well, don't they do that to everyone?
That's the laws.
Every rat did the killing, but they didn't go to prison. They just point their finger and say, he made me do it, and that person goes to prison.
Oh, yeah, that's right, Bucky. He also ratted on his father-in-law. You talk about
correct.
Low honor amongst thieves. That shit, that's low. Damn, that's low.
Well, welcome to the real world.
This is it. I don't want no part of it. I'll live in my own world. I'll live in my own world. That's
Tommy. James Proctor said he sent you an email.
I know, but it didn't.
Okay.
I never got it. I told him in the chat. That's why I told Lee to tell him I never got it.
Oh, okay. Oh,
But
so
I did
James
think-
Proctor said he did about 10 years. He didn't even do the 11 years, Marla.
He didn't even do the. What the hell?
And the other men they were just there, right?
I know they were there. Yeah, they were there. I don't know what they were doing, but I know they didn't pull the trigger. I know that much. Mm-hmm. He pulled the trigger. Because I felt so bad for Big Ange. I mean, kind of felt bad for Renee. She got blindsided, but yeah, I felt real bad for Big Ange. And then they had a big fight right afterward.
Unbelievable.
I mean, it was terrible, but yeah, I felt it was horrible.
Why is Josie's here?
I didn't see
I don't see Josie. Trock, why are you saying hi, Josie?
I think Trock is a little stoned tonight.
Oh, really?
I don't see the MobTube Chronicles.
I didn't see her either. I understand that they make recommendations, but that don't mean they got to take them. I mean, hell, you got to enforce the law too. Shit. Who else could commit a crime like that and walk away with 11 years?
Hey, can I answer something here? Don Moore, you're saying, Mr. Sile, today's stand-up guy bashed your wife's domestic violence show. I will send you the clip in a few minutes. I don't need it. It was already sent to me. My wife's domestic violence show was for everyone to watch. I know exactly what he's talking about. It was to try and get a message out to both sides. My wife did the best she can do with the show she had and the animosity that was in the chat. Okay? We were having technical difficulties, which don't make a difference. You try and get the message across to anybody who will answer on either side. And I will speak for myself and say I am 100% against domestic violence.
I
On
don't think
either
that
side.
you have to sit here and explain yourself.
Well, I guess Jen got bashed by stand-up guy today. And if you got to ask me, because Jen kept the show smooth and running.
No. Jen did not get bashed by stand-up guy. Stand-up guy was a little upset over it being a domestic violence show, and somebody was in the chat. That's what was he was
Okay, and I can answer
yelling about.
that. I can answer that, and I think a lot of people on here might be surprised. There are a lot of domestic offenders in that chat. Just because we're not rats and don't say it, there was quite a few in there last night. And I hope everyone who has a domestic charge gets the message.
Exactly.
I am a stand-up guy. If you're listening, I know what you're talking about, and I am not for domestic violence at all on nobody. And maybe the more people who see it, maybe they'll try and stay away from that part of their life. But we did the best we could do with the 3 guests we had. Okay? We're not professionals. We're trying to bring you professionals.
Exactly.
And that's why professionals don't want to come on here. But you know what? Professionals want to talk to people who have been involved with domestic cases, right, wrong, or indifferent, to try and get their message across also. I spoke to all 3 of them last night and today. They were very happy with the way it went. A little rough here and there with some things. A lot of people expected one individual to come out and just say the way it was supposed to look smoothly. That's not the real world. That was the real world and the way it happens, which was given to you guys last night.
I thought the show was great. She did a good
So did
job.
I. I thought it
She
was
was
good.
passionate
Very
about it.
good.
And it was, she was talking about. She
Very
was passionate. She
passionate.
was on point. She hit a lot of good talking points. I thought she did good.
Thank you, guys.
No, she really did. I mean, like, I think she's kind of found her calling in a way. She did that. That was a real, the way she handled it on her end was real professional. The way she asked the questions, and then she had thought-provoking questions that she threw out there. She was very informative. What else do you want? I mean, good Lord, it was an informative.
No, I get it, but I think what people are upset about is that there was certain individuals in the chat
because they feel that a certain people shouldn't have been in the chat. But
Oh,
they
grow
were.
up.
Big deal. They
Grow
were.
up. Y'all need to go somewhere with that high school bullshit. Class is out. School dismissed. Stop with that high school shit.
Maybe that person that you're upset about was listening to it, and maybe that person was saying, "Oh shit."
You know, we don't know if a message got across to any, but there was more than. I know where everybody's going, and once again, there's people that were in that chat last night that have admitted it on the air and off the air to being involved in domestic problems. So, you know, all she was trying to do last night, and I support her 100%, was get the message out with 3 professionals. We're not professionals, and we don't claim to be professionals.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what else to say on that one.
Nothing that needs to be said.
Also,
she did a good job.
I don't know if you're aware of this, Fish, but Gravano had a deal with the government, which only this government would do. He had a deal that he would only do 5 years of testifying. I think it was 5 years. It was a certain amount of months. And he would not testify against his own crew. What is that noise? Is somebody
I'm taking a screenshot of something for you.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, I'll mute it next time.
Oh, that's okay. It's like when you watch those movies and they show you like the somebody snapping pictures of everyone.
No, I got you. I just shut the noise off.
Gravano incriminated John Gambino for no reason. That's sad. I can't. Okay, so Steve says, I'm disappointed myself, Angel. Although I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, I don't understand why he went off the other night. Everyone was cool to Rob that night here. Yes, everybody was. And I really, really liked Rob. So I don't know why he went off the way he did. And then you're listening to the chat. I never said a bad thing about him. Never. Why is Susie saying we only have 37 likes, Marla?
No, hold on. I'll
Oh,
refer
maybe
to
I'm just so far. I'm an hour behind. That's why. All right, I'm scrolling down fast because I'm an hour behind.
Let me see.
Oh boy, I always get so far behind.
No, we
Hi,
got
Rara.
it. 119.
Oh, thank you, everybody. Oh, and I just want to say congratulations to one of my nephews who got engaged. I love you so much. I'm so proud of you. And I love his fiance. I'm so happy. I'm not going to say which nephew it is, but it does start with an F.
That doesn't help. There's 50 dozen. That doesn't help, Angel. I thought we were coming on one night and talking about one nephew, and we were actually talking about another. How do y'all tell the difference?
You have to
I pulled an Angel. I had no conversation with myself.
Oh, did you?
I was muted. Yeah, I was muted. I was saying congratulations to your nephew.
Thank you. Okay, let's see. All right, I'm scrolling down. I don't know what's going on with Trock and Carol.
Oh, it was a misunderstanding.
Oh, okay.
I think they squashed it.
All right, I'm running down.
When you showed that death certificate,
I'm just up to Wise Guys TV's comment. That's how far behind I am. I'm up to this one. Yes, Jen Doe, I agree. Anyone that kills a kid, young person, is a special kind of trash. Yes, I agree. Not only should he apologize, he should use his channel to start a fundraiser for the family, too. He would never. He can't even say Alan's name. He calls him the kid. And then he lied and said something about that his daughter had gotten in touch with the family. That's not true. It was absolutely not true. He said his son and daughter. No, it was your son who got in touch with Joy's daughter. And he wanted Joy to come on the podcast, and she told him no. Then I think they said they would give her money. I forgot how much money. Yeah. And she said, you think that money's going to bring my brother back, you piece of shit?
That is an insult on top of an insult.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Like that could ever compare.
Money. Exactly.
What was the point? What would be the point of having her on there? Do you think sorry makes everything go away? I mean, that's just disrespectful all the way around. Like, what you expect?
But he never even apologized. He never apologized. At that time, when they wanted her to come on, he then went ahead and did his podcast and said that Alan was a drug addict who ran towards them and was committing suicide. You piece of shit. He did not have any drugs in his system. He had nothing in him. Piece of shit. Carol said, Angel, you could always do it in parts. Like, yeah, that was an hour ago, Carol. What? What? Okay.
Patreon.
Patreon?
You can do that in parts. That's what she was talking about.
Do what in
Part
parts?
one, part one, part two. If it goes past an hour, that's what she was referring to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she was saying your
Yeah.
interviews.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. One of the usual suspects says there was a fake SoFlo in here and everyone was fighting. Not sure if that had anything to do with it. Oh, okay.
No, that was the real one. That wasn't the fake
Yeah,
one. That was the real one.
that was real. I checked it out.
Yeah, me too.
It was the real one and they were fighting?
He wasn't
Don't like
fighting. I honestly thought he was being respectful, but the minute they see him in the chat, they're gonna go for him.
He got called several names by one individual, and I stayed out of it both sides. How's that? But he was called the RIPPA name twice by the same individual.
Okay.
Who also does it in the other people's chats too, but I guess, he gets a free pass.
Who was it? Oh, you'll tell me later. Hi,
I'll text
Angel
it to
and
you right
Marla.
now.
All right. Hi, Angel and Marla. Love your show. You're both strong women who, no matter how much heat is applied, you both stay cool under pressure. My condolences on the loss of your dog and best of luck to you both. Thank you so much, Junior. New
Thank
York
you.
State. Thank you.
And did you get those other things I sent you? You don't need to read them right now, but it's nothing but excuses in them.
Oh, okay.
Just read them when you have a chance. It goes from the first day to the last day, and then that phone number was gone when I tried it again.
Oh.
And I got 8 outgoing calls in the time that phone was active to me. Anyway. So that was after your show that night, and that was 3:30 in the morning, 4:00 in the morning.
Oh, so these are the text messages that you called.
Yeah.
You called him.
And look what I tried. Yeah, look what I tried to do. I'm the blue. He's the white. Everyone in the white's an excuse, not the blue. The blue is all the way to try and help the person. Remember, my son's dead. I'd help anybody. One incoming call, and it says there I was on a live. What was I supposed to get off the live? That was the only call I missed from that individual.
Oh, yeah.
My first one. When I wrote I was on a live, 8 minutes later, I got a phone call, and I'll send those to you.
Okay.
I did nothing but the right thing in those messages, and you got every single one of them before I was blocked.
There was something that I want to show. Hold on. You just reminded me of something. Hold on. Because I think that this is what I want to show as well. Hold on. Let me get it. Let's see. Okay, let me get this. Hold on. I want to show this to everyone because I think that these people on here, these trolls, and especially there are two that I know who they are. The troll accounts, I know who you are because I was told by your friend who you are. So don't mess with me, okay? Don't mess with me. Actually, there's 3. I know who all 3 of them are. Stop messing with me is all I'm going to tell you. Okay. I want to show everybody this. You are being called a drug addict, or you were high the night that you came on here. And I want to just show everybody this. I guess they forgot this part, right? Hold on. Can you see it?
Yeah, we can see it.
Okie dokies. Okay. They said that you were slurring on your words, and what were you on, and you were high.
Well, can I tell you? You know already what it was. Go ahead.
I'm just going to show this.
Thank you for moving me up. She was blocking me. All right.
And I'm afraid to show my face. Here you go. My fucking face is on the camera. Who says I'm afraid now?
You're going to goatee.
Oh, what are you growing on your face?
Working out hard this week. It'll be gone by Monday morning. Yeah, you're my idol. You know that, brother. You know, like I wear sunglasses. These are fucking prescription. I'm getting so fed up with these.
My brother has the same glasses and their prescription. So,
I know he does.
Yes, my brother too. They used to make fun of my brother. Meanwhile, my brother has a legitimate
Okay.
Where do you even look high at all?
First of all, I don't do any of the stuff that they want to claim. Listen, you know who it is. It's that little fool who everybody wants to go watch, and then you have people in here who stick up for him too. You like watching psychos. Adam will vouch for it. I think you know where I was that day. I got 3 implants put in, and it still hurts like a bastard. I didn't even shave, and I shave every day.
And that's the reason why he didn't shave, because he had implants put in, you morons.
And did I not even discuss it with you? And you told me what? The next morning.
What did I tell you to do? I told you to
peroxide and warm water.
Yes, that's right.
I can't believe I even got to answer that.
Yes, rinse with peroxide. It's like a miracle to me anyway. I use peroxide for everything. Everything.
And I still have the infection, but it's going down. I still have it right now.
Exactly. You morons. It's just unbelievable. They come up with everything. It's like you scroll down the homepage of YouTube, and I have to see, oh, what was he high? He was high. He was slurring. I had to hit every one of these do not recommend. Don't recommend. I don't want to watch these people.
There are 2 things in my home.
To catch today, and like I said, play with me. Keep playing with me.
There's always a couple of beers for guests, and a red bottle of wine and a white bottle of wine. I don't want booze in my house because of personal reasons. I just have flashbacks of it. But I was in the dental seat for 3.5 hours that morning. And then Angel told me the next day, but Adam knew it. And if you go back the night before, we even talked to Mark Schumacher about it. Or maybe the same night.
Where's Mark Schumacher been? I haven't seen him.
He was here. He was here.
I haven't seen him.
I texted him today because I haven't spoken to him in a couple of days, but me and Jen been bouncing around. We're off this week. Okay. So I wanted to know we didn't forget about him, but I seen him in here earlier. I said hello to him.
Yeah, he's here.
Okay. I dropped the link. Gerard wants to come on.
I think he already went. He left for the night.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he said good night a while ago.
There's Mark. I got to get Keith too. Mark, let Mark come up here for a second.
I dropped it.
Mark, come on up here for a second, please.
I need to get a new vape tomorrow.
I'm not even offering what I offered that night. I offered to bring him to a personal friend of mine who's a dentist to help him half price. Because I got it done that day. And it's on your show. Still, it's on one of your shows. Mark, how are you, buddy?
I'm good. I didn't get your... I've been looking at my messages all day, Tony. Pardon me, but I haven't seen it at all. Are you sure I got it?
You answered me back, I think. Hold on.
Oh, today?
Hold on.
I think it was the other day.
No. I'm talking to the first number you gave me. Oh, Maron.
Oh yeah, that was the wrong number.
I apologize.
That's all right.
I will be in Florida in October. I said, oh, okay. Then we'll figure a way to get together.
Yeah.
All right, I got you locked in under the right one now.
Okay.
That's the wrong number I was texted today.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that because I definitely want to talk with you for a couple things. But you know,
I want to talk to you too. I spoke to that guy for you, but we'll speak about that in private. The night we were on here, before that we got through the problems that we were having, right? Did we not talk about dentists? Because I just seen my dentist that day.
Yeah, I know. Oh yeah, forget about it. If you got implants, it's a fucking nightmare. I mean, Tony, believe me.
But didn't we talk about it the night before that I was going the next morning to get 2 of them put in, and then they ended up putting the third one in?
I don't remember. We might have. I don't remember.
If I'm not mistaken, I even said who the dentist was.
No, I said I needed teeth, and you said you knew a guy.
Right.
But that's as far as it went, yeah.
But we talked about it either that night or the night before. So it's just a joke what these people do. I don't care. Yeah,
I know. I mean, listen, if you're going to get dental implants, you're going to, see how I'm talking right now? I don't have any all my teeth are gone. So see how I'm kind of slurring my words? I mean, I'm even doing it, and that's because my teeth are falling out, so. I mean, yeah, forget about it. You can't blame a guy if he's slurring, man. You better have damn proof that he's drunk, and especially if you're older, man. Us older guys, we lose our damn teeth.
No, I had where the molars are, the implants put back in because I like to chew on that side.
Yeah, I got to get a whole mouthful, man. I'm scared to death. They want $35,000.
And I told you could do a lot better than that. You can do a lot better than that in the state of Florida.
Thank you so much. I'm sorry. Thank you so much, Colleen. Thank you. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's why I need to get over there, man. I got to get that done.
But even on the phone, when we discussed it in private, didn't we talk about getting that done for you too when you get down here eventually?
Yeah, we talked about it.
Okay, I got nothing further to say on that. But it is good to see you, Mark.
Yeah, good to see you too, bro. Angel, you've put so much I don't think Sammy was prepared for you to start a show, man, because you have torn his testimony apart, and that's hurt him, man. And good for you because I guarantee you put the fear. You caused him a lot of your show has caused him a lot of problems, man.
I mean, seriously, think about it.
Yeah. I mean,
if it was Louis Melito who killed him, why'd you have to go to see Paul Castellano? Why would you, if it was Louis who killed him?
Yeah, little things like that. That's like about the 9th or 10th thing you found in his testimony, and people put 2 and 2 together, man. People aren't stupid.
Look, you know what? You even have a time in your life left to show some kind of redemption. This man shows nothing. Even when he does a short as a joke with that young girl, Anna, and they push the shopping cart into the other shopping cart. He goes, you know what that is? And she goes, what's that, Sammy? He goes, that's gangster. You're no gangster. You're a rat. You just don't like hearing it. You are a rat who killed a young boy, almost. 16-year-old. From behind, you punk.
Yeah, I never realized she never mentioned his name either until Angel brought that up. That pisses me off. He can't even say the guy's fucking name. He says everybody else's name. Jeez.
No, itty bitty Nita. It wasn't Victoria's. Nope.
Mark, you gotta feel something in your heart if you're any kind of human being, but I don't believe he really is. I think it's his brother. God forbid. His son and the girls to try and curb it a little bit because that man has no redemption, no remorse, no nothing. And you know what? He was afraid John was going to throw him under the bus. John should have had him thrown in front of a bus. He was a bum. There's nothing to it. The guy looks like a raisin, and he is suffering every day.
Yeah,
mean,
I think that wasn't too far behind, man. I think I'm pretty sure Angel will probably agree with. I'm sure John Gotti, had a lot, was going down that road real fucking quick,
You know, with all the stories that come out about Mr. John Gotti, you ain't never heard nobody say, oh, by the way, and there's been a lot of negative ones too that people put out there just to get their name on YouTube. Nobody's ever accused him of having a child killed. So take a walk with all of these people.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good one. I'm going to subscribe to his channel just so the next time he goes live, I can say that. That's a good one, Tony.
What should be done, Marla, in all honesty, everybody, instead of fighting with each other like a bunch of jerk-offs, should get together and bombard his channel with Alan Kaiser. We'll see how that activates their channel one day.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm going to subscribe.
I'll bet you he won't even recognize the name if everybody put it in there.
But if you got 300
don't even
people,
know his name, that piece of shit.
But
Hi,
Angel,
Carlos, and he's doing very well. Thank you. He's getting ready for his rematch. Go ahead.
Angel, if you orchestrate it where you get 300 to 500 people going there bombarding it with the name "Rest in Peace, Alan Kaiser," you dirty old bastard, they're gonna say what's going on somewhere in that chat.
What a horrible, that's horrible, man. Jeez.
You know, that's disgusting what he did. And this poor lady, Joy, has to go on the internet and listen to this bullshit.
Yeah, God bless her. Jesus.
That was her brother. And some people just don't understand. But you know what the real nasty part is? Some people don't care.
That's the hard part of it. I hate this part. But anytime it breaks my heart for her. She shouldn't have to go through that. She did not get justice. They truly failed her. They truly did.
I believe, I'm not sure of the story, Angel, you know a lot better than me. The feds did show up at her house to inform her?
Yeah, they told her in 91, I believe.
In 91, okay. Yeah.
But they also told her at the same time that nothing could be done because he was testifying against Angel's dad.
Okay, so nothing could be done. What a bunch of dirty bastards. They shouldn't even said nothing if they had to throw the salt into the wound like that.
Now, one of y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't there another guy that was in prison that was trying to do a deal, and because his testimony was going to go against
Anthony Queso,
they pulled it.
Anthony
You can
Gaspipe.
void those then. You can void those deals then, right? So couldn't his still be voided if he didn't? Because when you do that, it's under the assumption that everything you say is truthful. So
But here, but Marla.
Well, yeah, murder is it goes on forever.
You couldn't void Sammy's because Sammy was putting the #1 target in jail. Gaspipe didn't have anything on Gotti like Sammy did.
Yeah.
They wanted John Gotti, so they voided Gaspipe because because Gaspipes contradicted a lot of what Gravano said, so they voided his deal.
But so they can void the deals after. I mean, can his even be voided today because he technically lied and
How are they going to show face? Okay, and I agree with you, sweetie, on everything you say. How is the FBI going to show face if they say, well, we void the deal, we watched one man die like an animal in prison, we watched other men die like animals in prison, we watched other men go to jail and be treated like animals in prison? Who the hell's left alive? Vic Arena and maybe one other guy, I believe I read.
Yeah.
You know, so the FBI is not going to walk around with egg on their face over Sammy Gravano. The FBI don't care.
That's cool.
Well, yeah, but on the other hand, the guys that put Sammy away were they're all dead too. I mean, so we got a whole new cream of a bunch of FBI guys coming up. They could care less. If they can see a collar, they'll nail him. That's why he needs to be careful on what the hell he says, man. Because the younger FBI guys, they'll go after him.
I don't know if you can. When I watched, and I did watch the Francis Gravano thing, Michael Francis made a great point. Sammy, you can speak of a lot more things than I can speak of because you have
Immunity.
Blanket immunity, which means immunity over everything. Michael Francis did not have blanket immunity. So he was still being a rat in that mafia states of America. Well, tell me what you did. Tell me what you did. Because he wanted him to rat himself out. But because it was just a joke.
I got
that. I don't think, I don't, I don't know, man. How the hell can he have blanket immunity, for crying out loud, man? Because he'd be the only person on the face of the earth besides the president. I mean, you might just call,
Mark.
Excuse me, guys. I'm gonna say good night.
Okay, good night, Tommy. Real deal.
Good night, Tommy.
Good night, Tommy.
Good night, Tommy.
All right, good night, everybody. Take care.
Good night, buddy.
Good night.
Mark, understand something. Their only goal, the FBI at that time, was to put away John Gotti.
Oh, I agree. Anything went. That's all they wanted.
Come on, they threw the lawyers off the case, for Pete's sake.
Yeah, well, but Rudy Giuliani just got indicted for RICO. I mean, give me a break.
On your face right there.
You ever hear what the ladies say all the time? Karma's a bitch.
So, I mean, you want to talk about blanket immunity, man? I hope he probably wishes he's got it, Rudy, because he's in deep shit.
I don't know what Rudy's got or what Rudy doesn't have.
RICO that's the same thing that put Gotti away. They used the RICO Act to nail him on about 4 or 5 different federal charges. The RICO thing was what was the.
Let me ask the question I asked the very first night when I was on back in February. Not one of the 6 supposed shooters ever went to jail, but John got charged with the murder. If he was there,
under RICO, exactly, that's RICO.
I understand that, but you're missing the point.
Okay.
He said he was there. He said he was there. He said he drove by the body at a snail's pitch and looked to make sure he seen Tommy dead at least. Okay?
That's a lie.
And I know that, but Angel, I'm just trying to make a point. Oh. And you said you helped orchestrate this whole thing, but you can't name one shooter?
Exactly.
You're talking about Sammy now, right?
Sammy Gravano. He's the only one who ratted.
Yeah, like you said, man. They only wanted one thing, and that was to put Gotti away, and that happened. But they bent a lot of rules. There's a thing called the Bill of Rights out there, man. I don't want to get too deep. I put a big thing about it on Angel's chat the other day, but the Bill of Rights was that's what founded our country back in 1780. It was ratified in 1781. The Bill of Rights. That's 100,000 of our men died for that. So the Bill of Rights keeps. You can't just. You've got to have all kinds of proof. You got before you put somebody in jail. They had nothing really on Gotti. They had a lot of tapes, but they had a lot of bullshit too, and a lot of bullshit helped put him in jail. And in my opinion, he was jailed illegally because they brought up RICO. They used RICO, and so now RICO is not legal under under the original Bill of Rights. We have 10 amendments. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you should read them, because if you read them, you'll know that they put them away illegally. They got zero. Even you got to have proof to throw somebody away for life. You got to have solid proof, man. The tapes are okay. So they had tapes, and like John said, so what? They got fucking words. That's not life in prison. So we have our Bill of Rights are goddamn important. We've thrown them out the fucking window. We need to fight to get them back. That's my take on it. They've got all these amendments that circumvent the real law that they originally had. When somebody when one of our leaders gets hot under the collar, they like to change put the goalposts farther back, and you don't just. The original Bill of Rights was there, and you can't. That's solid ratified law. You can't amend these laws like that. If you do, you've got to have my permission to do it. I didn't give anybody. Did any of you guys give permission to do it? No. We the people, remember? Not we
Mark, we know you're right, but listen, Angel, how many people testified against your brother?
Over 100.
100 people. Some people who never even met him.
Yep.
Some people, they said, don't worry about it. We'll let you out of a life sentence. One individual I know
And
for
100
sure.
and something murders they were going to forget about just to put
For
my
another
brother
man
away.
that had the same last name. So, you know, something wrong in this country, big time.
Tell me about it. So now it's going to be really interesting to see what happens to Giuliani. Same fucking charge. Let's see what happens. I mean, you know, that's heavy stuff, man. RICO's heavy. So if you're going to put John Gotti away for life for saying words on a wiretap, then you better, let's see what happens with Gotti now. I mean, with Rudy now. If you look at the whole picture, nothing makes any sense. It's ridiculous.
Well, I don't think that Rudy Giuliani is accused of killing anybody.
No.
Oh, so he got the same racketeering charge?
Yeah. Under the RICO Act.
Yeah, so strange. Imagine him making it so popular, and now he's getting charged with it all these years later.
Yeah, I mean, one of the people was trying to tell me on your chat the other day that, oh, well, the Rudy didn't invent the RICO Act; he just used it. Well, yeah, no, the guy was right. The president, I think Nixon or not Nixon. Yeah, Nixon, I think, was the guy that pretty much dreamed it up, and then it took a while to get instated. But Giuliano made love to that. He just made sure that it went right through, all through in New York, and all the legislation. Rudy made sure that it went through, and so here we are, you know, whatever, how many years later, and now he's being charged with it, which is just mind-boggling. It's funnier than hell, but. You know, let's see what happens. As far as I'm concerned, he's going to try and get it dropped because it's not constitutional. Watch him. If he goes down that road, we're fucked. This country's gone.
It's a very slippery slope because what they did to get two people put away, and thank God John never got put away, they were willing to forgive over 100. How many murders? 100 or 110?
100 and something. Like, I don't remember the exact number. 103, whatever it was.
Over 100 murders. Over 100 murders to put one man in jail.
And my brother was never accused of a murder until A-Light came along.
And that's just a great person to believe. The most unbelievable witness. The most unbelievable witness according to jurors ever.
Come on, make us all laugh. Put the jockstrap picture up, Angel.
Ooh, let's go.
The trigger finger. There it is.
Jockstrap.
Oh, I swear. I just go right into brand one and it pops right up. It's like you have to, every time I switch brands, like I go from 1 to brand 4, I must not unclip on release, what do you call this when you press on the picture? I must leave it on there. Let's see what else we got in here. What's in here?
I'm gonna take my face off the camera. I'm gonna get off the camera. I'm still here though.
Yeah, here he is. This is what he wants you to believe, that he was John Gotti's hitman.
Carol.
And that's John Gotti Sr.'s hitman.
How could he even look in the window? Measure his head to the bottom of the window.
Yeah, he can't even
he
look
can't
in.
even see in the window.
He'd have to stand on a little booster seat to look inside, see who's in there.
Every time
I never realized how under the window he is.
Oh my God, people, this is John A-Light in the middle, and he wants you to believe that he was my father's hitman. This is in the late 80s. He wants you to think, I can't. People are so stupid.
Both those guys are probably over 6 feet standing next to him.
No, they're actually not.
Oh, they're not? Oh, okay. I don't know.
Nah, they're around what, 5'11", 5'10",
The one on the right
5'11".
is. No, the one on the right is, not the one on the left.
Every time I see that picture, that Vanilla Ice song comes through my head.
Yeah, I know them. And, I asked Jerry to blur out their faces because I'm sure that they are humiliated that they're in a picture with him. Oh, look what else is in here. Hey, everybody. You should go right on over to Amerta Mia on Instagram, where you will find products like Kill Your Ego. defund police informants. Oh. Stop glorifying rats. And then you can get what I have, which is my favorite mug. Stop glorifying rats.
Well, Fish has a good point on here. He says that if you get, everybody knows that if it's, I'm just reading his comment here. He says everybody knows that if you're going to be made, you got to clip somebody. And
That's not true. They already proved it in court. Listen, I sat through 4 racketeering trials. It's not true. Mike, I don't think Mikey Scars was ever accused of a murder either. Nope.
They were going to try him in the last case, but he wasn't.
Let me see what else. What do I have?
The case that he bailed out on, there was a murder in there.
Conspiracy, I think.
Right, you got it.
Yeah. But I don't think he was ever accused of a murder.
No, but that's bullshit anyway.
Yeah, let's see. So I have in here. There's so many pictures in here. Let's see. Bucky Palermo said Eli had to get on a kid's shoulders. He had to get on a kid's shoulders under a trench coat to get into R-rated movies. Yeah, that's some karma. He looks like he's 5 feet tall. He's a little taller than that.
He's little.
He's short, yeah. I bet he couldn't go to amusement parks when he was younger. Let's see. Okay, I'm coming down. Okay. Fish, the only thing I know about is ice freezes at 32 degrees and melts above 32 degrees. And DJ Shockhitter says, A-Light was standing in a hole. I don't think so.
Nah, he was on the higher part of the ground there, buddy. We saying we're not going to fight with people in the chat no more. Buffalo Billy, I know you don't like me, but you got to keep using that name in here tonight.
What are you talking about?
El Ripper, don't abuse women? That's not right.
Okay. I don't even see him.
It's towards the bottom.
Okay.
Not all the way at the bottom. So.
Okay. Let's see.
Adam, Rico drafted by Professor Blakely, signed into law as OCCA 1970 by Nixon administration. Thank you, Adam.
So Mark Schumacher was right. He said it was from the Nixon administration.
Way to go, Mark. I didn't have any idea. That's why I stayed out of that.
Hello, Adam. Ooh, K. Goody says if Giuliani gets charged with RICO, he's gonna rat. We should all take bets on that.
Oh, man. What's he gonna rat about? How innocent John Gotti was?
No.
Good Lord. If he goes down that road, man, I can't wait to see how this all plays out. I mean, if he thinks this is going to be unconstitutional, then your dad might be, this whole thing might be overturned. I'm telling you right now, man. I mean, how the hell can you go in different directions like this with the same fucking law? I mean, you know.
Let me see. Oh, hi, Dubs. How are you? Dub says, LOL, Angel. A-Light looks like a munchkin from Lollipop Hills, Wizard of Oz.
What's up, iDubbbz?
I wish somebody would put like one of those round lollipops. You know those round lollipops in his hand? Ooh, that's a good idea.
You mean like you mean like Kojak?
Jerry. Can we take that picture and put one of those big, like those circle lollipop? Let me find one. Hold on. Ooh.
I'm making you one right now.
Ooh. I can't even get a picture of it. Let's see. Oh, images. Oh, I was wrong. They're not holding a lollipop. They're just called the lollipop. But I don't see the lollipop. Huh. Oop, I see they have Donald Trump as a lollipop kid. Oh, here. They do have that. Okay. What's this one right here? Hey, I'll show everybody what I'm talking about.
Tony, I'm going to give you a call probably tomorrow, bro. So I got a lot to talk to you about.
Anytime you want. I'm around all day tomorrow.
All right.
Wednesday, I will not be around. Call me tomorrow.
Okay.
All right, buddy.
You see what I'm talking about? Can you see it?
Hold on, I gotta get out of the comments.
Marla,
Yes.
can you see it?
Yeah, you can see it.
That's the lollipop I want put in that picture. Okay, let's see. Hi, Teresa, the baby Marie. How are you? John Oompa Loompa E-Light. Oh, the ones holding a lollipop were Oompa Oompas? Oompa Loompa.
Oompa Loompas.
Yeah, I don't
Charlie and Willy Wonka.
Yes, and Nixon gave Jimmy Hoffa a pardon in 1971. Hoffa only did 5 years of a 12 to 13-year sentence. You know, I don't even remember that. I don't even remember that. Wow. Ooh, Santini says fish. Giuliani will sing like a canary. That's because Santini does not like Donald Trump.
Somebody wrote in the chat, I think it was Palermo, that Giuliani's father was arrested for putting a gun to the milk, pulling a gun on the milkman.
Why? Did he really?
Yeah, Giuliani's father did some time for that. I read that's funny. You're in hell.
Yeah, his father was like I don't want to say a gangster, but he was.
He might have been. Who knows?
He is a criminal.
Giuliani knows the only way you're going to get people to rat is, that's to go this RICO route, and that's probably why he. I don't know, man. This whole thing's crazy.
Giuliani's first wife was his cousin, and he came out and said they didn't know they were cousins.
That sounds like some shit that happens at my way. Seriously?
How do you not know that you're marrying your cousin?
Only very close knit. Then I don't know.
Yeah. Didn't you have to sit there and say, "Oh, should we invite Aunt Mary?" It's crazy. So he married his cousin and then said that he didn't know they were cousins.
I mean, he was supposed to be part of that thing with Gravano and Francis, and he wouldn't do it because Gravano wasn't a changed man, and he thought Francis was. So he ended up
he doesn't
doing
want
it.
to be anywhere near Sammy, I guess, huh?
Right, and Gravano said all kinds of bad things about him, but he spoke the world of Michael Francis. That was ridiculous.
Yeah, there's not too much love lost between Sammy and Rudy.
No. I mean, that's why you feel like he's still protected the way he spoke about an active politician or somebody who worked for a politician at the time.
Yeah, that's the corruption talking, Betty. Believe me.
I mean, think about what he said about him. If anybody could ever drop dead, I wish it would be him. Okay, that's great. You're wishing somebody in an active spot to drop dead there the way you said it. I mean, and it doesn't seem to bother like you don't have a worry in the world.
Yeah, that's exactly, he's gotten away with so much shit. He thinks he's invincible. Some young punk FBI is going to nail his ass to the wall. You watch.
If he has blanket immunity, Mark, there's really nothing you can do to him.
Rudy?
Oh, I'm talking about Gravano. I'm sorry.
No, I'm talking about Rudy. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Gravano. I know he's got blanket, but I'm talking. If Rudy thinks he's untouchable, he better think twice. But my whole thing is, if they nail him on Rico, how the hell can Sammy have immunity? None of that makes any sense.
Well, how could you get a little under 5 years time served in cushy places when you admitted to 19 murders?
I know. I mean, it's crazy. It's just they were so desperate to put John Gotti into jail that they just threw the law in the middle of the Atlantic. It sunk to the bottom.
Does anybody know how much time Mikey Scars actually did?
What, 14, 15 years?
Not at all.
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
I thought it was at least. No, I guess I'm wrong. I thought it was less than that, huh?
He was in MCC for I don't know months.
Well, how much time did he do though?
And he didn't have to do any time after that.
He had to have, because he just came on the scene a couple. What, 2 years ago?
I don't think so. I'm not sure. I don't.
Well,
don't forget, Mikey Scars was never accused of any murders.
Why did it take him so long to get onto YouTube?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe he was in witness protection program.
Oh yeah, that might be. Yeah. Okay. Well, he's probably still. Yeah. He must have refused it then because.
No.
I mean, he must have said, "I want out of it" or something, because he's there now. He's in YouTube now. Obviously,
Now, Angel, let me ask you a question. Would you ever read Michael Francese's? I'm sorry, I know I'm messing up his last name, but
Michael Franzese. I have his book here. His book.
Is it good? Because I heard it got good ratings. I just did want to.
I don't know yet. My mother. I think this was his first book, and my mother read it and absolutely loved it. And then she gave it to me to read, but I haven't read it yet. I have way too much to do. I have to
read it and then tell me.
I'll send it to you. You could read it.
No, well, I don't want to read it because I'm still in the middle of a book. I just saw that, and I've heard him speak politics, and I kind of like his politics as far as how he.
Oh, he's definitely a Trump supporter.
Yeah.
The chat says he did 3.5 between that and 7 years. I can't nail.
Okay,
I think it's about 7 years.
I got it here.
Mikey Scott?
DiLeonardo.
Yeah,
I got it. I got it up here. DiLeonardo to just 3 years in prison, time he had already served, and 3 years probation for decades of crime that include murder, loan sharking, bookmaking, security and wire frauds, and his role in the 1992 shooting of Guardian Angels founder Curtis Lewa. Mikey DiLeonardo had faced as much as life in prison. All right, so they didn't get him for a murder. They got him for an attempted murder, they're saying. And he still did 3 years. Sammy Gravano admitted to 19 and only did 5.
Yeah.
You tell me. That was my point. Look at the time these guys are still getting for ratting, and he got the least amount of time.
And then he went out and started another drug business, and you know what? Did he got 25 for that, right?
I think he did 18.
Yeah, 18. Yeah,
A little under 18, I think.
yeah. He's luckier than hell. He didn't get life, man. Jesus.
Who?
Sammy. I mean, he got popped again after the first time, and for drugs in Arizona. Remember, and that that's what nailed him. That gave him another 8. That I think. Well, yeah, that gave me. I guess it was 25, but and good behavior. They let him out at 18. I guess I don't know. But you would think that after getting popped, you would think that after getting popped again, they would have nailed him for life. But
Itty
I guess
Bitty has a point. She said if he's still committing crimes or admitting to new murders never disclosed, he is not immune from prosecution.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. He keeps on changing the story with Angel.
Yeah,
But
I
I
have
don't
to
understand.
ask my brother John about this. I really
Can
'cause
you
my
ask
brother John
John?
knows the whole case by the back of his hand.
Can you ask
My
John
brother
what blanket
John
immunity means?
My brother John has Gravano's 302s.
I don't know what his blanket immunity means. I'm trying to find it here. I don't know what it means.
Hold on the fort.
I would imagine anything that happened in that era. So that means even if they came up with something later on, he couldn't be charged. Is that what it means? Where's the?
I'm thinking what you're thinking. I'm thinking anything he did in mob organized crime, because he committed crime after that, obviously, and did 17 years. So I think anything he did as an active member of organized crime, he has blanket immunity for.
Yeah, but
Yeah, Phil Leonetti, he ratted. He only did 5 years. He didn't have 19 murders, it says here.
oh, you mean the Philly mob guy?
Yeah, I'm just looking at rats and how much time they served. So Gravano served minimal time. And that's what goes to show you when they want one man bad enough, they will give him whatever they want if he can help them.
But Leonetti was right-hand man for the Philly mob boss.
His uncle, Nicky Scarfo.
Yeah.
He ratted on his uncle.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
I'm just going through these. It's ridiculous. These guys did anywhere from 3 to 10 years when they ratted, and Gravano did 4 and 9.5 months. 4 years, 9.5 months on the original charge. Oh, well.
Yeah, Leonetti was no angel. That's for damn sure.
No, I'm not saying that, Mark. What I'm saying is he didn't admit to 19 murders, though.
Yeah,
he got the same. He got the same amount of time.
Yeah, didn't admit to. Yeah, but I mean, so he admitted to 19 out of what? 35?
I have no idea. I mean, come on. If the number is 19, you know he did more than that.
Yeah, I know. It's ridiculous.
Oh, Fish has got a good point here. Nobody is going to talk about who they clipped unless they got immunity for the murder. You're absolutely right, Fish.
What did you think, Tony, of that? Did you see that sit down between Michael and Sammy?
I thought, yeah, I watched some of it. I thought that Gravano was trying to act like a tough guy at what is he, in his mid-70s at the time?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Michael is 70, but well built, well put together, and he looks good for his age. Did he really think he was going to do something to him? Plus, we're forgetting, behind both of them was lines of security guards, from what I understood from reading it. You know, it wasn't 3 people in the room or 4 people at the table there. I think there was like 10 people, they said, in that room. But I think Gravano was trying to get Michael to basically admit that he was given his spot in the mob without ever earning it. Which is, okay, if you brought in as much money as the man brought in, that's as valuable as a murder.
Absolutely. When he talked about how much money he made with that gas thing, I'm thinking, shit. If I'm the boss and you come and make a complaint, it better be validated, stamp, proof. I need all. I'm not gonna. That's crazy. He was
Yeah,
making.
that gas thing is still going on with different people. That hasn't died yet either. That whole thing.
I don't know anything about it, but I do know when Michael Francis said the story, and a couple of people that came out and did tell all books afterwards, had said that his own father made him go to a sit down because he thought he was, wrong that night, and his father wasn't going to back him. And guess what? His father didn't go in there to back him up, and he's lucky the boss agreed with him. And I think it all had a big part to do with the gas money, because Michael was smart enough not to let nobody know the whole gas scheme.
Yeah, well, we've got oil pipelines underneath America. You would not believe how many pipelines that just all it does is move refined gas all over to all of our states. I mean, if you look at the map, if you look up the map on Google Maps about underground pipelines, it'll blow your mind. So my point is, a percentage of those lines are actively being tapped to steal the fuel. And these guys they're doing it to where no one knows what the hell is going on. They're stealing fuel right and left. I mean, it just
Let me answer Fish. Fish, when you sit through 4 racketeering trials, you learn a lot. And here's some people that were never accused of murders. Mikey Scars. My brother John was never accused of a murder until Eli came along. And Frank Cali was never accused of murdering anybody. There's a whole list. My Uncle Pete was never committed a murder. So, yeah, you don't know what you're talking about, Fish. And I don't mean that as an insult. I'm just saying you don't know. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Itty Bitty Nita wrote, if he today says on YouTube, I killed Bob up the street in 1990, and he never told the feds that, they can charge him today. I don't know if they can do that, Itty Bitty Nita. You'd have to ask an attorney, because he did get blanket immunity, and that was a big part of that conversation with him, Patrick David, and Francis.
Let me tell you something. If my brother John came out here and said, oh, I committed a murder, I just never told anybody, you don't think the feds would be knocking his door down at 5:30 in the morning?
You had FBI, CIA, state, local, federal.
Yeah, but Angel,
I didn't want to think about it.
John beat them. Sammy didn't beat them. He went to play with them. Sammy got immunity.
I'm sure
John doesn't.
Will address this.
Sammy does. John never got blanket immunity.
I have to ask
given to him.
John. Yeah, I'm gonna speak to him and ask him.
Please do, because that's something I have no idea.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to Google it, but I can't even come up with blanket immunity on here.
But isn't that all contingent upon the fact that he's being truthful moving forward? He's not allowed to intentionally lie to them or mislead them, but because then he's entering that contract under false pretenses, which makes it null and void, right?
Okay, I agree with you 100%, but let me ask you a question. If you sit down and they say, give us your last 45 years, can you remember every single thing you did in 45 years?
Murders.
Well, you got to hit the highlights, I would imagine. A murder, I don't think you'd ever forget about.
No, the way Mikey Scars explained it, that you got to go back as far as grade school and tell them what you were involved in and what you knew. Because, like he said, there's a lot of CIs, confidential informants, that are out there every day since the 80s.
I remember that there was a FBI guy, I don't remember who it was, who said there's more rats on the street than there are men.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yep, that's what the lawyer said on the TV show. All right, I don't know how to do this, so I'm going to text it back to you, Angel.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Eddie Beatty. If you couldn't remember something, then you would just simply have to say, I don't remember. But a murder
Fish, stop being an asshole, Fish. Please. I never said I was going to ask my brother if you know what? Whatever.
Forget about it, Angel.
Yeah, I sit here and actually argue with them. It's my fault.
Come on.
Just don't look at the chat.
Yeah. Bucky Palermo says Santini, it wasn't that gave Gravano his first deal. Arizona didn't want them to know because Gravano would have got off with another sweetheart deal. It wasn't even that. They were afraid that the FBI would tell him to shut it down. They would warn him that something was going on, that the feds were on not the feds, that the whatever they were, the DEA was on to him. And so he would have shut it all down.
Yeah.
Transaction.
And Keith Haven says Eli took out many people than John Wick.
All right. So, Angel, did you read what I sent you?
Oh, no, not yet. Hold on.
That's the definition and what it means. I'm a little confused by that.
Blanket immunity. You'd have to ask Adam. Adam knows. Let me drop the link for Adam if he wants to come on. Let's see. I don't know if he wants to come on. Let's see. If they catch blanket immunity doesn't mean you can't get in trouble for the rest of your life.
Okay, so now he hasn't admitted.
Oh, he doesn't want to come on. Okay. So I'll find out from, I'll ask Elio.
Be right back.
Okie dokies. Blanket immunity is only for the crimes you're charged with, says the great Santini.
Okay, so now wasn't Gravano technically charged with the murder of Alan Kaiser, even though Louis Melito did it because he said he was part of it?
He was charged with, it was called John Doe.
Okay, but John Doe turns out, and I'm not a Gravano fan, you all know that, but John Doe turns out to be Alan Kaiser, and he hasn't admitted the man's name yet to this day. So I hate to say it, the deal he got basically would cover him for that. If it doesn't, and the feds are letting this go, they look awful
he's
stupid.
covered for the Alan Kaiser killing. Yeah, he got
Okay, so I was answering right. So he got immunity for Alan Kaiser.
Yeah, but we're talking about this new murder that he says he did for Graziano's father.
Oh, I didn't even know about that. That's how much I follow him.
But that's what I showed before. I showed the short that Lee put up. He told the story. Let me see. I'll put it up again. Hold on.
I missed it. I was on my way home.
All right.
I was on my way home.
That's what we're talking about. I'll show you. Let's see. Said. Hold on. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to mute myself and then I'll play it. So this way there's no echo. Hold on.
I'll mute too.
Jordan, I said, how did TJ, when all the guys in the Brown family, boss, the underboss, all them captains flipped, how did he get on the murder case? He said, why would he? I said, somebody had really killed somebody, and they all flipped. He said, Sammy, the guy never cracked an egg. What? He's right. He says, he never cracked a. That's why they don't know about the murder, because he never did work. I did one for him, and it was off the record. And I didn't even tell the government. I said he never cracked it in. He walked around like a tough guy all the time. Right? He had that attitude.
From what I heard, yes.
Yeah, he had a terrible attitude, walking around like
Well, he was
a
always
tough
partying.
guy.
He was a party
Freak.
Yeah.
He wound up being a coke freak and everything. Junior, I said, how did TJ, with all the guys in the Brown family, the boss, the young,
That should not be under his blanket immunity policy.
Exactly.
I didn't hear that before. I apologize. So he said off the record, and I didn't even tell the government.
Exactly.
So they'll go and make an excuse for him and say he was just being braggadocious and was talking to sell himself to make more money.
So then he's got to admit that he's a liar. They have to admit that Gravano lies.
All right. So either way, he loses because he either admits he lied or he admits he did another murder and didn't tell the government. So he lied both ways.
Exactly.
Okay. I didn't see that before. I apologize to everybody. So now who does that go to now? Where did they bring that case and ask? Or who would even represent? Do the daughters who are on his case try and bring this to a higher court?
Yes.
I don't know. I guess the people who's you know,
I would imagine they could if they would, tried hard enough. I'm sure they, you get a good enough lawyer, man, you can do anything.
The key here would just to get him into even a civil trial to admit that he's a liar. And he would go away sooner or later.
I was surprised that he was doing all this YouTube stuff, man. That's like sticking your neck out, man. I don't know. That might get him in trouble.
This itty bitty knit is right. They don't want to look like assholes. I'll say it in an even better way, itty bitty knitter. They don't want to look. He's made them look like shit already. And they just keep putting their head down and walk away.
Yeah, but that's the old guard. The new guard's coming up. I don't know. We'll see about that. But hell, he's already 80 years old, man. He's,
Okay, but now if he says he was bragging and he lied about it, he could say, look, things were going one way. I'm trying to do this. We're just playing devil's advocate here. Okay? You need to find the body. When did you do this? Who did you do it with? Everybody he did things with are dead. I hate to say it that. Well, I don't think he ever really did anything with Vic Arena that would be put into this.
He testified against Vic Arena.
Right, but I'm saying he said he did this with Anthony Graziano, right?
Yeah.
Or for Anthony Graziano.
Yeah.
Didn't he pass away?
Yes, I believe so. Oh, that's what Lee said. Yeah.
Okay, so the only other one that he could collaborate with that knew a little bit of his is his ex-son-in-law who became a rat also. I mean, I don't know who they could bring into court on this.
Let me just answer Colleen. Colleen, Louis the Lions got caught lying that he had cancer and asking people for money, so he is not around anymore. He was lying. He didn't have cancer.
He never had cancer.
Yeah, he never. Adam says, blanket immunity. They can't prosecute you for crimes related to your testimony. That's what that means. So he never even told the government that he committed this murder.
So you would need what Mark is pretty much saying, and if somebody could help, because I don't have the answer, you would need an up-and-coming federal prosecutor to open up a case on him, I believe.
That's usually what's happened in the past,
They've done
the old guard die off, the new guy, then the new guys coming up, they want to make they want to raise their flag.
I mean, look, what the men were accused of was enough. We don't have to talk about that. But did you see, and I did watch one show where he said, I was never charged with income tax evasion. John was. What is this, a competition? Who gives a fuck about income tax evasion at that point? He had to make a big deal about income tax evasion. It's just a sick individual. And you know what? For what he just said on there, he should have to answer to it somewhere.
Yeah, and whatever the government feels that they've, got burned on tax-wise, they just go ahead and print it anyway. That's what you call inflate. All these mistakes it gets run through the printing press, and then it disappears.
Now,
that's so funny, Mr. Smith.
Where did he do that interview? How you doing, Mr. Smith? Where did he do that?
Funny.
Does anybody know where that interview came from?
No, sure no.
I'd like to be able to read it or view it to see if it says for entertainment purposes only, because then that gets thrown out the door. I was just texted by somebody.
Oh.
And no, it's not me. I don't know the law that well.
Yeah.
This came from somebody who knows the law. So if the show says for entertainment purposes only, what he just said means absolutely nothing.
I don't have a clue. It's the first time I ever went there. Lee Cole had to tell me the name of his channel because I've never, ever seen it, and I will never see it again.
Look, at this point, the kid Gerard is living off of whatever Sammy brings in. I don't know if that's how Karen lives or not, but I know Gerard's whole life is based on Gravano's podcast and everything he does with podcasts and future TV. Okay? At some point, that well's going to dry empty. Remember, he made his son have to do 10 years in jail, 9 years in jail, whatever it was, for teaching him the greedy way of life. That he said he would never put him in that world. I mean, funny things happen in life is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
This kid can't do anything to make money really at a decent scale for the rest of his life. And he's a father.
That's a shame.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's not right. Yeah. Why do you say that? Because he's got to pay tax, you mean, or what?
No, because he has a felony. He's a
he has a felony. Yeah.
He did 9 years.
That'll kill you.
But at this stage of the game, what else can he bring to his platform? What else can he talk about? He pretty much gave away the full kit and caboodle here. What else are you going to pay Sammy Gravano to find out about him? If you're one of them people who pay him.
Yeah, I hear you. He was counting on a lot of things that didn't happen.
I shall be right back. I have to put the alarm on.
Okay, here's a guy. Now, Mara, you're highly versed and educated in this. Here's a guy who's gone on numerous TV shows and podcasts, even ABC News, and said John didn't do anything but go out and party and live the high life. I conducted all business for the Gambino crime family, correct?
Yep.
But then in the same breath, John Gotti is the one who brought it down by making all the bad decisions, correct?
No, well, yeah, he said that too.
So he's lying about one of those two statements. It's,
you know what? Yeah, you're right.
Think about that for a minute. He says he ran everything, the unions, the loan shark, and he took care of everything. He took care of even dispensing the money out. Well, if you took care of all of this, okay, and it's not uncommon for the second in charge to do that, all right? How are you blaming John Gotti still?
Well,
I
John,
think he's
yeah,
trying to say
John
that because
Gotti.
he got caught on tapes, but he doesn't want to admit that he got caught on tapes as well. I think that's what he's trying to allude to.
I understand what you're saying, but he says he ran everything. He was in charge of everything. Everybody would come to him and he would go to John. Okay, that's great. So you did all the business out on the street. Little did he know that John was talking to all the captains and doing it the right way. According to Scars, and I'm tending to believe Scars out of these rats right now, okay?
Yeah.
Scars is making this man look like a fool. That at least 75%, 85% of these captains didn't like him.
Oh, I don't doubt that. He's not a very likable person, to be honest with you.
Okay.
He has a Napoleon complex.
Exactly what I said many years ago. He has the same thing John Light has. They're two little men. They could see eye to eye when they met in the airport and he handed him the money to say he was a wise guy. You know? But at the end of the day, A-Light paid him to say good words about him. Once that 3,000 ran out by the time he got home, A-Light's a piece of garbage. He was a liar. For another guy, he thought that was going to pay him some money. You know, this guy is just an opportunist.
I'm sure John Gotti was talking with. I mean, that Gambino's did $8 billion a year. I mean, that wasn't all Sammy, man. You know, believe me. I'm sure John Gotti was, you know, had a lot of conversations with a lot of people. He just used Sammy to go back everything up.
He did one show about a man's man, a great man. We lost a great one today in Frank Lucasio, right? Lucasio. But did you notice several times in that show what he had to say? Even though he wasn't formally the consigliere, he was only in an acting position. Why did you have to put that on that label on the man? You're sitting here saying how tight you were with the man, how well you and this man got along together, how great this man was to you and vice versa. But you had to continue to say he was only in an acting position. He wasn't formally known in that position. It's just a bum.
Kind of a douchebag thing to do.
You know what I'm saying? That's like saying, Marla, we know you're the co-host, but you're only the acting co-host. Come on, bullshit. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Exactly.
He even put that man down when he was dead.
Yeah, I know. It's sad. He's Mr. Embellisher. I know what you're saying. He like the umbrella holder, you know.
You know, there's something I want to ask Angel when she comes back that I find.
I'm back. I've been back.
Can I ask you a question?
Yep.
And it's something I've heard a million times and I always laugh about it and never really asked anybody. Do you believe even the bullshit story with the oranges?
What's this? No, absolutely not.
I mean, this guy even went out and made up a bullshit story about a dozen oranges.
Absolutely not. He's a liar. That's it.
Yeah, that's all for show, though. You know, he's doing that shit for YouTube.
I get it, but you know what? Just like you had people back in the day, he's being exposed by other informants now. This is going to come down to who is the better informant or who's the more believable informant. Because eventually they're going to have to act on something, or hope he drops dead.
The route they took was illegal, man. I'm telling you that right now. I don't care what anybody says. You go by the original law that was made in 1781, Bill of Rights. That's what made our country. You go by that, RICO's illegal. You can't just keep adding amendments to the Bill of Rights to make things go your way. You know.
You know, but to prove that what he said on that clip we just heard, you'd have to see the little credentials on the bottom of the screen. Is this for entertainment purposes? You know, and all that bullshit.
You know, America's got more people incarcerated than anybody else in the world. You know, I mean, it's ridiculous, man. We put people away for smoking a joint, for Christ's sake. We used to.
I heard that like the prison system gets paid off of that. Like the more people.
Yeah, it's all been privatized.
Of it is what I heard.
Yeah, it's all been privatized, man. These prisons make billions. It's all about money.
See, I don't like that. I think the military should be in charge of the prisons.
Why?
Because I feel like, well, for my son at least, boot camp is a bitch. And I think a lot of these men lack discipline, and they do have family issues. And I believe that the military, I mean, I don't know this for sure. I've only seen it in movies, but they used to give them the option of going to the military or jail or something to that effect. And I just come across a lot of people who were younger and made bad decisions, but went to the military, and there's just something about their discipline. Men can discipline other men better because they know where they're coming from. So I just feel like it'd be a good idea.
I do know we have the most women incarcerated in the world in our country.
Yeah, well, how many of them snuck across the border?
I don't have those answers. I don't know.
I mean, that's ridiculous. What the hell do we even have borders for, man? You know, that's a whole nother show. But
Hold on, Fish. JL is from the UK. It's definitely not FBS. He's from the UK. But go ahead.
This globalization thing is just—it's gonna kill us all. You can't just have the whole world as one thing. It's got to be different countries, man. That's how everything. A lot of people died for America to be America. Now we're just letting everybody come in. It's all bull. It's so much BS, corruption, crap.
Hi, JR Boston.
Close the borders, man. That's what we have a goddamn army for.
Walla, do you eat like peppers and onions and stuff?
That's what I'm eating now.
Oh, me too. Get out of here. You were eating peppers?
Yes, and I actually added cilantro to mine.
Really? Really?
You better not tell me you made me go out and buy this black garlic and use it, and you're not eating it no more.
I had about half hour ago. I was eating one.
Okay, now I have a question. How many bottles do you order at a time?
I just got. I have about a quarter of a bottle left. No, let me see. I don't know. I've got maybe 12 left in this one, and I got nervous and ordered another one, and it came today. I ordered it same day Amazon delivered it.
So did I, because I thought I was going to run out, and I'm getting used to it now.
I ordered it this morning, and it was here like by 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock.
Angel, can I send you something and you post it? I got a question, and I need the chat's help.
Yes, of course, Marla. You don't know how to do it. All right.
Oh, come on. All right, there we go.
Oh, Mr. Smith, what do you mean over here? Oh, because we were quitting? Yeah, we were quitting, but then, I don't know.
By popular demand.
Not really. No, we just started thinking it wouldn't be good for the Patreon if we just totally stopped coming on here. And then somebody left a comment. I felt bad, but thank you.
How many are in the Patreon now?
I don't know. You have to ask Lee Cole.
Okay, can you post that? Because it's driving me crazy. I actually like it. It's really good. You got to try it.
What is it?
It's orange blossom water.
Oh, all right. Hold on. Let me put it in there. Why don't you want to get it on Amazon?
First of all, it takes forever.
It does?
Yes.
She lives in Pennsylvania.
So what does that mean?
I don't. Some
They
things
don't get the same service as we do.
Yeah, you guys get stuff like same day. Like you said one time, you could order from Amazon and get same day. And you always have to wait at least one day. Like they're usually pretty good about like next day delivery, but something like this, which apparently it's really good, but apparently it's not everywhere. I can't find it. I need help.
Okay, right here.
I need to pull the chat.
Let me see what it is.
Orange Blossom Water.
Yeah, but who is it? Who's the company?
Wouldn't Cortez be
Cortez. Let's see.
Oh,
Can you guys tell me where to get
Did you
I'm
check
looking at
Walmart?
I went to Walmart. I didn't see it nowhere.
Yeah, but you go to Walmart.com.
Well, hell, ain't that the same thing as Amazon?
No. Cortez.
All right, you guys, tell me where I can find that, please.
Oh, X the Great Santini. He knows everything.
Oh, I got the app. Let me check.
Okay, what is it? What flavor is that?
The orange blossom, but I'll try the rose.
All right, they have the orange and the rose. They have updated other options based on the selection of this item.
Who are you talking about?
Where is it?
Hold on. Amazon's Choice, it's called. The little one that says Amazon's Choice. Amazon.
That's a Whole Foods product.
Do you have Amazon Prime or regular
Do you
Amazon?
have a Whole Foods over by you?
No, in Jersey.
Oh.
But I'm on the border, so I can. If it's close, is it close? Okay, I'm on Amazon Prime. Where'd you say? Let me see.
Put it in, and then put in the flavors, and it gives you the option to the flavors right under the name.
You're breaking up, Tony.
I was looking at the other phone. I said, put it in, and then put the name of the flavor in. You push the box. It says here, can have by 6 a.m.
Oh, look at that.
Oh hell, yeah, but they only serve one. Can't I get a case or something? Damn. Alrighty.
Oh, you want to buy it by the case?
Or at least a bigger one.
Did you check like BJ's or Costco?
Yeah, they don't have it there.
Oh, they don't have it.
All right, I guess it's a lost cause. Yeah, they only give you one, and it's like
Okay, so
this ain't even 8 ounces.
You could probably special order it through Whole Foods. Just tell them you want, they'll order it for you.
I guess I'm going to have to.
Oh, Bucky Palermo says that stuff is $2.70 a bottle on some sites.
What sites, Bucky? See, I knew it would pay off. Well, Amazon is $7.
Itty Bitty wants to know, what do you use in your hair, Marla?
Shavy.
Who?
Shavy.
Shavy?
Yeah.
And what is that?
Okay, Commerce Foods.
Common
Cortez,
Foods.
Commerce.
COMMERCE Foods.
Oh, okay.
And it says you can buy it by a case of 12.
Oh.
Ooh, awesome sauce.
I got it right here.
Tony.
I'm sending
Delivered
it to
by
Angel. Angel can send it to you.
Thank you.
Well, can it come like at 6 a.m. in the morning?
I don't know, but that way she can at least order it by the case.
I'm so happy that Marla's problem was solved.
Sorry for that, y'all. Okay, you can go back.
What are you sorry for?
That's what we're here for.
What are you sorry for?
Y'all can go back to your regular scheduled programming.
Ooh.
No, that was driving me crazy. I can't stand when I find something I really like.
Let's see. Oh. Okay, case of 12. Here, I'm sending it to you, Marla. And there you go. Thank you, Tony. And now, what is this? It's from bitter oranges?
It's literally, honestly, it just tastes like orange water. I mean, that's all it is. But it's I was reading.
How much sugar is in it?
Oh, nothing.
There's no sugar?
There's nothing. No sodium, no. Well, I wouldn't drink it if it wasn't. It's a vegan product. You should try it.
Yeah, but I'll try it if it's better than wait. So it doesn't have any sugar in it. It's just water with what?
I guess they would have to put orange pills in it to get it like this, but yeah, that's it. I don't know. I might Google to see how they try to make my own. I don't know. It's supposed to like help you sleep at night. Help you sleep.
And does it?
I don't know. It just came today.
Oh, okay. And did you taste it yet?
Oh yeah. That's what I've been doing.
And so, where did you hear about this?
I read about it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
From your vegan people?
No, it's a book on that. Am I saying this right? Aramaics. Is that how you say it?
Oh, wait, I'm looking. Oh, here's another one. All right, let me send this to you too, Marla. Because there's another place also. Sells it by the case.
Ooh.
I want to know what's in it, though. Chibi, what is it? Chibi powder? Chibi? Chibi powder. You use what do you mean a powder?
I don't put chemicals in my hair.
All right, Bucky Palermo says you can order from Walmart online to your local Walmart.
There you go.
Also,
that might be easy. Hold on. Let me see.
Do you ever go to that big Walmart from? It's not in Milford. It's down further from Milford.
No, I go to the one in Milford and then the one in Stroudsburg. But usually the one in Milford because we like that one better.
Yeah, so when you get to like that Main Street, you turn right?
Yes.
And you go all the way down and there's the big Walmart.
Yeah.
Oh, Carol says Westfall. Yes.
Or Sam's Club.
No, they have a big Walmart over there. I love going there. I love going to that Walmart.
I'm just saying Sam's Club is Walmart if they have a Sam's Club close. And they usually buy things in bulk anyway.
I never saw a Sam's Club in New York. I mean, we have Costco's and BJ's and Walmart, but I've never seen a Sam's Club.
You know what I was surprised about when I went to New York? You guys don't have a Walmart. You got to go all the way to Long Island to go to Walmart.
Nah, there's one in Queens, isn't there? No, I don't know about one in Queens.
I think Long Island, yeah.
Yeah, you got to go all the way to Long Island, yeah.
All right, Angel, here's what it says for ingredients. Cortez brand orange blossom water is 100% pure and uses all natural flavor from the flower of orange trees. To be sure, Cortez uses traditional bitter orange flower petals that capture a unique aroma with a bit of spicy flavor, making it great for cooking and adding a dash of citrus pucker to any plate. The hell does that mean?
Yeah, all right. So you drink the whole bottle, Marla?
Yeah. Well, I drink water. I should have showed you when I went to Target. Remember I texted you that one time to ask you where you went shopping? I asked you that because I actually found this cute little thing where it has the times from like 7 a.m. to like 8 p.m. and it shows you how much water you're supposed to drink throughout the day. So by noon, you're supposed to be at a certain spot, and I love it. But I loaded up with a bunch of fruit and just water, and that's supposed to make it easier for it to go down. It actually works.
So it's bitter?
This orange blossom?
I don't know.
No, it's not. It just tastes like oranges.
Hey, Tony.
Yes.
Read that in the chat there from Frankie Rios is the guy's name. Read what he said.
Tony Pizza said he's going to meet Silo. Okay. That's nice.
Oh, a lot of people start trouble in here, though.
Look at the name it came from. Hey, DJ Shark, what's up, buddy?
Hello. Benny Bingo, he says he already met Silo years ago. Did you ever meet Tony Pizza, Tony Silo?
Did I ever meet Tony Pizza?
Yeah.
No.
He's saying he met you or something.
Not that I'm aware of. I don't even know who he is.
Oh, look. Frankie says, Silo, pizza going to give you a beating.
Yeah, okay. I'm sure about that. What's this?
Yeah. Because I'm the president. Let's see. Nothing, Bucky. There are a few troublemakers in here for sure. Yes, there are.
Here they come.
Yeah, they're here.
Absolutely right, Steve.
Yeah. I tell you, I never talked bad about that guy ever. And yet he just wants to keep on going after me. He wants to keep on going after my daughter. He is going to regret it one day.
Well, he makes fun of all your people. He says anybody who goes in your chat or follows you, they're assholes too.
Yeah.
Believe me, this guy's a real piece of...
Nobody ever has to sit here and beg anybody for money.
I've never been to a funeral, Benny, where there were homeless men inside. And I don't mean to put down homeless people, but you're saying he met me at a funeral? Okay.
He never met him. Oh my God.
He said he met me at that funeral. I highly doubt it.
Did you ever know a guy named Tony Pep?
I'm not answering all these questions on here.
That's what he's getting at. That's where I think that he thinks that's how he knows you, through him.
Really?
He talks about this guy all the time. I know how Pizza thinks. That's what he's...
Well, I knew Tony Pep. I know Tony Pep's son, and I never heard Tony Silo said he knows Tony Pep.
Never mentioned it.
That's probably the only way that Pizza could possibly know Tony Silo is through him, and so it's all bullshit.
Yeah. A funeral at a friend, and you're not good with those guys anymore. That's what he said.
Okay, and we're going to listen to Tony Pizza. You guys are listening.
Tony Pizza said that Tony Pizza said he met my Uncle Jeannie and he met my father, and he never did. Never. And I confirmed it.
Every time we talk about Tony Pizza, he makes another $500.
He never, ever met my father, ever. Or my Uncle Jeannie, as a matter of fact.
Well, you don't remember when he babysat for you?
No, he never did. I'm older than him.
I
My
know.
brother John is older than him. My sister is older than him. If he wanted to be babysitting me, he had to be 12 years old. Because I met Lewis in 81 and I never needed any babysitters.
I don't know.
It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.
You were the babysitter. Wouldn't you be the babysitter as the oldest?
Yeah, exactly.
They had a built-in babysitter. Why would they need anyone else?
He never had to. I never had to be watched. Neither did my sister. My sister was with Carmine from '79. Who the hell does she ever need watching her with him, with Carmine?
Nobody.
Exactly. People are so crazy on here. Who's this? Joey D. Angel and Marla, his wife Cammie, also has a great book. It's called This Thing of Ours. You would love it. Oh, I didn't even know she had a book.
Yeah, his wife has a book out.
I never knew that.
Yep.
This book that's here, right here. Let me see what this is called. My mother loved it. My mother really likes Michael. Oops. Let's see. This book is called Quitting the Mob, How the Yuppie Don Left the Mafia and Lived to Tell His Story.
Not that one. I'm talking about the new one he just
Let me see. What year is this from? Hold on. Let me see. This is from, what the heck?
I think it's like United States. Hold on.
Oh, wait. My mother left something in here. Nope. Let's see. I don't know what year this is from. It doesn't say. Oh, wait. It would say it over here, right? Nope. I can't say. Oh, he dedicated this book to his sister, to Gia, who suffered the most. Forgive me. Oh, wow. That's... Wow.
Oh, it's called Mafia Democracy. But it's about our government and how like they're transforming into what they used to be.
Yeah.
That's the book I was asking about.
Yeah, I tend to agree with I tend to agree with all that, that's for sure.
Yeah, I listened to him talk about his politics one time. He kind of comes off like a conservative, but not.
He's a conservative. He's a Trump supporter, isn't he? I used to see him on Twitter.
Well, when he was telling his story, he said in New York they basically supported Democrats, but he said it was easier to get them to to do favors than it was Republicans.
You guys know that Trump posted bail today, right? For $200,000.
Wait, what happened?
Trump Trump posted, actually, the judge, he got bail. Trump had to pay $200,000 and stay out of jail, and so did Rudy and some other guy. There's a bunch of guys that got. Trump was in court, and the judge said, "Here's your bail. It's $200,000." I guess Trump just paid it right away. But today wasn't a good day for Trump. Yeah, he actually had to pay bail, man.
So does he have a mugshot?
No, I don't think so. He got around all that. You can probably Google it. Just see it for yourself there. He didn't get no mugshot. I don't think he's got a mugshot. But
Well, if you get indicted and you have to post bail.
I don't know, man. He might. Yeah, I guess he might have one. I don't. I really don't know. I just know that today they nailed it. He had to pay bail, $200,000. And I'm pissed off because he paid a lot more than anybody else. Why the hell is he paying $200,000 and everybody else is only paying $4,000 and $5,000? You know,
Because
more
when you're
bullshit.
the boss, when you're the boss, it doesn't matter if you directly are involved or not. When you're the boss, you're ultimately responsible for everybody's actions.
I guess so. That's Rico.
Rico was throw anything and everything up against the wall and see what sticks. That's Rico. Now that's over. That's stretching. That's a stretch.
Yeah. Everything about it's a stretch. Supposed to be people. It was supposed to be voted in by the people. I never voted for it. Did you? I never gave anybody permission to do that.
No.
They'd have to
We the people down.
Santini says. Mark Santini says, I don't believe Trump has turned himself in Georgia yet. Reports say he'll turn himself in this Thursday or Friday.
What
happened? He knows what his bail is. The
sheriff, Carol said the sheriff in Georgia said he gets his mugshot on Thursday.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shoot.
Can you believe this? I can't even believe this. It's just unbelievable. Incredible. What's going on?
Let me see this. Fox News reportedly informed the Trump campaign on Monday that surrogates for the former president will not be allowed to attend the first Republican primary debate. What?
He said he would. He's already said that he's not. He already told them he wasn't participating. So that's not news. That's just them being spiteful because they lost all their viewership because they got rid of Tucker, assholes. So,
wow.
I don't like Fox no more. I ain't liked them since the last
know. I don't know why people still watch them, truthfully.
You know, Nixon was in deep shit in his day, and they never took his mugshot. They never arrested him, and he was the president. He was the president, so they can't touch him anyway. But Nixon was a big shit back then, big shit. But he was the president, so they couldn't touch him.
Ooh, Democrats aren't laughing about the Hunter Biden debacle anymore. Well,
nope.
well.
Hunter's going to be next. We'll take care of that son of a bitch.
Let me see if there's anything else in the news. Let's see.
Sean says, if I can find this thing. Okay, Sean said, this is a move by the Democrats to try and get him off the ballot because they know Joe is turning this country into a shithole, and it's only been 2.5 years. Agreed.
Gosh, it's only been 2.5. It feels so much longer. Gosh.
Yeah, I just saw that angry Maui residents slam Biden as president brings lectern and tiny table for water to Hawaii rubble. So I guess he didn't bring anything with him to help Hawaii.
Yeah, he blew that for sure. He's treated Maui like a piece of garbage.
Wow.
Yes, Trump would have had 4 aircraft carriers full of supplies going over there.
Remember what they did to him when what was that? Was it
Florida?
Yes. And Puerto Rico
too, yes.
And they made fun of him. He brought all those supplies with him and they made fun of him.
He didn't fit the mold to be the president of the United States. Looks wise, attitude wise, voice wise, any ways they wanted to put it. And they were just out to mock a president. Embarrass our country, these morons.
JL says Biden forgot Hawaii was a state in America, the senile old F. They always come up with that one, Carol.
Well, Hawaii, yeah, Hawaii, right. Hawaii's got.
The Dems said they want Obama's wife to run instead of Biden. They always say that.
Oh God, God help us.
She'd be out of her mind if she
Oh,
ran
she
for
ain't like
president.
that much.
Well, she ain't far off of her mind right now. Married to that guy and having that dude as her son, she's batting 1,000.
I can't believe we still have 160 people here. Did everybody hit the like button, please?
85 of them are probably FBI.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
What do you got? I got 138 on my phone. Am I wrong or right?
I'm checking now.
Oh.
I got 138.
Oh, good. Thank you, everyone. And if you're watching it on the replay, please hit the like button.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, I'm starting to get really tired.
Ready?
Yeah.
You are too, right? I hear it. Yeah. I'm starting to get really tired.
Well, ladies, thank you for having me.
Tony,
been lovely.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, I had a blast, you guys.
Thank you so much too, Mark Schumacher. Thank you both.
You're dropping that interview tomorrow with Tommy?
Yes. Jerry said it'll be ready tomorrow.
We'll
Jerry
catch it.
said
All
this
right.
was really, really a hard one.
That's the time. You got to collaborate a lot of stuff into a certain amount of time, and then.
Yeah, and then with the pictures, were hard.
I guess. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I've had a good time with all of you.
Have a good night, Tony.
Good night.
Good night, guys.
And a happy birthday, Jen.
Yes.
Take
Happy
care.
birthday.
Good night, Mark Schumacher. Thank you. Well, Miss Marla, what did you think of tonight?
I think we did good.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. And Carol, thank you always.
Yes. Have a good night, Carol. Have a good night, Mr. Smith.
Yeah, everybody, have a good night. So you think everything was good tonight, okay?
Yeah. Don't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I just wish that these lowlives on here wouldn't get me to the point where I have to, I don't know, react like an animal sometimes.
Sometimes you got to remind people you're still a beast.
Yeah. But good night, Fish, JL, Steve, Colleen. It's Itty Bitty. JL.
Good night, itty bitty. And I said shea powder earlier. I don't know if you caught that.
Yeah, that was good, right? We should do that. Cover more news headlines. Yeah, we're gonna do.
That is a good idea.
Yeah, it is a good idea. I have a few people that I am going to approach. And like I said, one, if he says yes, will make a whole bunch of people mad at me. And I love that.
A shit starter.
And we shall see what happens with that one. And I have a few others in mind. So I'm going to start getting to work to that tomorrow. Getting work on that tomorrow. Thank you, Sicilian Syndicate. Thank you so much. Thank you. And I will speak to you tomorrow, Marla.
Sounds good. Have a good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody. And thank you so much. A million thank yous. Thank you. Thank you.